definitely wasn't muted. Definitely got it right the first time. With my mic. I'm a professional. No disrespect to this game right now, but it's looking a little rough in this intro cutscene. It's looking a bit jank. There's a lot of stutter. I don't know if that's going to be good or not. I don't have a lot of faith, because this game did, in no relation, cause my computer to explode. It was not the game's fault by any stretch, but it did, and the game now has to forever bear that prejudice. So, let's play. I don't know anything about this game. I've got 1911 free blocks. Rad. I don't know a damn thing about this game. I played it once for like an hour, and then my computer died forever. And I never turned it on ever again, obviously. My friend played it. He wants me to play it. I don't know why. I think I've made it very clear I have no interest in this game. But fuck, Profile 1 sounds like a great name for the level of interest I currently have in this game. Burden of proof's on you there, champ. Edit settings. What do we got? Audio. That's fine. Advanced settings. Oh god. Right. Games from 2003. Look sensitivity. Rumble feature. Turn that off. Assisted targeting. Please. We'll futz around with this later. And start adventure. Nuts of steel. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Sick joke game. Droid Mines, Hero Trading. What little I played of this game, it seemed alright. It was like a third-person, run around, do stuff, jump, hit, shoot. You know the game. We've all played that game. The old third-person, run around and be cool man, McCool dude. The thing was, like, I'd played every game I'd played where it had done this. I feel like it'd been done better from what I had played. The gripping cutscene right now.
Over here, zombie found something.
They gonna, like, clear rubble from my face, or is it just fucking up?
No, I've never seen anyone like him.
Let's get him back to Droid Town. The Colonel will know what to do.
Check out that strange marking.
I can't tell if that was done artistically or if the game's just fucked.
Hey, Crunk, were you able to repair our mystery bot?
Of course I f***ing fixed him. It was a huge pain in the f***ing waistband, because he's some kind of custom jobby.
Not supposed to be like that. Well.
Some of his memory chips were fried.
Alright,
So
that's a
he
point
needed
off
to
for the
get
game
off
right
road.
now.
But after that, he should be as good as f***ing new.
Can't say I'm impressed so far.
Yeah, says his name is Glitch.
All right, Glitch. Welcome to the Droid Rebellion. Take our new fixer-upper to data upload and get him back online. Now, ladies!
Yes, sir.
Are we supposed to see the cutscene? It sounds like it. Hey, remember when I said the, yeah, I'm gonna stop the current emulation. Remember when I said, like, I don't have a lot of faith in this right now because, the intro was real janky looking? Yeah, turns out that's just great. I don't know how I would possibly fix that. Don't force 24-bit color, I guess. I'm trying to see what could possibly be causing that. Set to auto? I don't know. Great start to this game. Really love Metal Arm's glitch in the system and all it's done for me in my life. Both here and when my computer exploded. Last time I tried to play this extremely charming and not at all jank game. Well, let's try that. I mean, I spent all that time getting my stream layout set up, and it's just gonna fucking, you know, call me out on playing in 4x3, I guess. Turns out the game is 16 by 9. I just didn't feel like adjusting... for God's sakes. I didn't feel like adjusting the layout to accommodate it. Since... Also, it sounds great. Listen to that soundtrack, baby. Whoo, boy. Press start. Would love to. Campaign. Slot A. Profile 1? We gonna work this time? It's loading, baby. And I gotta, like, fix my damn stream layout. I mean, I'm with you, Arg. This game's cursed. It destroyed my computer last time I played it.
I've never seen anyone like it.
And there's just no cutscene.
The Colonel will know what to do.
Check out that strange marking.
This isn't what I meant when I said a blind playthrough. Okay. So... I'm gonna give this one more try futzing in the settings, and then I'm gonna say this game doesn't work, and, just say, Nathan, I know we're all really heartbroken about it, but I'm just never going to play this game ever because I don't care enough. Oh God, what could it possibly be? Backhand. You're curious about the game, you want to see how it plays out. I mean, maybe we can just, you know, hey, cutsceneless playthrough, but other than that, we got nothing. OpenGL, I guess. I don't know what this is. If unsure, select OpenGL. Select graphics API to use internally. Okay. That's gonna have to do, I guess. Hope you work. Because if you don't, we're just gonna play something else. The fair thing to do would be to play Nathan's other game that was on the wheel, but I also don't want to buy a game and do that, so I'd probably just spin the wheel again, honestly. Multiple pointers, Alright, see, the menu works great. Menu sounds like complete ass, but looks great, so to a certain extent, it's not on my end. It sounds better as it goes. Like, it even does... It's got guys walking around in the background. They look great. They look fine. It does a little, like, you've sat on the menu too long. Here's an opening cutscene. Make the game work properly or just ditch it and play Okage. Now, let's give it a chance, Arg. See, look, like, it's working here. It's working here. This isn't me playing. I wish it was. It looks like he's having a lot of fun, this guy. He's got, you know, robots upside down. They got jetpacks. Alright, guns. It's full of action. Or team, get up and move. Don't. I'm tired. And annoyed. Already. It's got a turret section. That's a shame, but we can overlook that if we can get the game working, I guess. So yeah, it works to a degree. Profile 1, let's try it again. The Makiri counter, yep. Play on normal. It's loading up here. Hero training. We're either just never going to see the cut. I'm going to have to ask Nathan, should I just play this without ever seeing the cutscenes or, like, Paper Mario style way back in the day? Or should I, like, I don't know, pick something else to play? Because it's not working. And it's still not working. It's a cool black screen right now. He's also not in chat. It's cool that he told me to play this broken game I don't really care about that much, and then left chat when I was playing it. Super cool of him.
Zombie found something. Wow, what kind of droid is that? I don't know.
You're here. Well, then answer my questions.
The Colonel will know what to do.
Don't just sit there watching this train wreck. Own up to it, damn you.
Hey, Crunk, were you able to repair our mystery bot?
Of course I f***ing fixed him.
That's not me
It was a huge
beeping, by the
pain
way.
in the f***ing waistband,
I'd
but
love
he's
to
some
just
kind of
go.
custom job.
That was me.
Nothing I couldn't handle. Some of his memory chips were fried, so he'll need a new data upload. But after that, he should be as good as f***ing new.
That one wasn't
Does
me.
his ID chip still function?
I like the guy, though.
His name is Glitch.
All right, Glitch. Welcome to the Droid
This game.
Rebellion.
That was the
Our
game.
new fixer-upper to data upload and get him
You've
back
gone
online.
blind. Well, about
Now,
that.
Ladies,
Yes, sir.
Selectively.
Okay, just sit back and try to relax.
It's a shame I can't skip the cutscene.
But that's just us restoring
Because I'd at
standard
least like to
droid
see if the
data
game
memory.
works. Like, can I play the game? Is it just this opening cutscene?
A planet at the edge of the universe, thought to have been built from debris and space scrap.
What a shame if it is just the opening cutscene. That the cutscene's so long.
It is believed that the Morbots still inhabit great cities at the core of Ironstar, where they generate the massive amounts of power consumed by the planet's inhabitants. None dare enter the Morbots' lethal domain, and the mere mention of their name evokes fears of mutation.
Yeah, I mean,
Or worse, deactivation.
you can't even look at how awful they are. It's crazy, these Morbots.
Saw the droid race grow and prosper by mining vast amounts of the planet's plentiful ore. The ore allowed the droids to establish an advanced industrial society which thrived for thousands of years.
As you can see.
The droid's beloved Dr. Exavolt attempted
Switch to Okage or something for today. Look into it today for Monday. Possibly, if I can't figure out, I'll just roll something else. I suppose first let's see if the ROM works past first cutscene.
in the creation of a powerful sadistic military bot known as General Corrosive. The remains of Dr.
Good name.
Exavolt were
Yeah, probably, in fairness to Nathan, pick his other game. That costs money that I don't want to spend. I will let him put a different game on the wheel.
rose to power.
One that might work. Can I recommend not something from the GameCube era? Like, please, pick something that was released in the last decade and is available to download.
Were cast into slavery in the factories and mines of their mill overlords.
Not a ROM. Don't pick a ROM. Pick an actual game that I can download.
As fate seemed to cast a shadow over the droid civilization, a ragtag band of bots led by the heroic
Dragon 4.
were able to
Sure, pick a fictional game.
vestige of
I'll just actually play Okage if we roll it.
as Droid Town. It is
Boy,
that the droids
they...
final
When they made this cutscene,
on all willing and able droids to rise up in rebellion.
they did not
Or
plan
late.
for somebody to not be able to see it.
attention. The mills have infiltrated Sector 6 of the mines. All droid troopers report to the command center.
Bit of an oversight, if you ask me.
All droid troopers report to the command center at once.
I also like how Nathan's like, I'll look into it for Monday, possibly. And it's like, great, you don't have the version of Dolphin I have, probably, and you don't have my computer, nor do you have this ROM. So, good luck.
Droid Town. Somebody's gotta seal off those mines and bury those mills. Pronto.
The only other thing would be getting the PlayStation version of this.
Which
Racist
of you
lorry driver.
troopers is up to the task?
Oh, boy. God, remember when cutscenes lasted, like, 8 hours? And, like, you couldn't skip them? I'm glad we moved away from that.
You two are all that's left.
Sir, yes, sir. All the others are already out in the firefight, sir, or they've been, destroyed.
Cam Clark, everyone.
You gonna go for one more?
You got a screw loose, kid? What the hell do you know about fighting mills, newbie?
Nada. You got any other options, Chief?
Yeah, well.
This guy sounds like a badass. What do you know about fighting mills? Nothing, but I'm your only option. Oh my god.
While you're down
He's
there,
so cool.
whatever droids you find along the way. You can always use some new recruits. Now get a move on.
Game? Well, we gotta load it. Hey, look, it's an actual game. I remember what graphics look like now. Crazy.
Come on, Glitch. We've got to seal these mines to prevent the mills from discovering the location of Droid Town.
Boy,
These mines at the far end, we can keep the mills from taking any more ore.
Some of the-
Let's take this slip down and rescue as many miners as we can.
that's not your stream, by the way. That is, that's not your stream. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, ooh, okay, alright. So, unless I can, like, change everything here real quick. Nope, cool. So, how about that Okage, everyone? Stealth surprise Okage episode, because, this ROM is held together with, like, chewing gum and prayer, and that's not cutting it today. So, we're just not gonna play that, ever. And darn, what a shame. Oh, the pain of it all. Instead, how about a game that I can just download and play like Okage? Crazy. The future. It's wild. Don't fucking show everyone the stream that isn't broadcasting into the void. There you go. It's a cool little trick. Yep, there it is. You got tunnel vision. Don't show that though. Let's not have that. Instead, we'll have that beautiful screen right there. Good old Elgato. Let's go looking for a chicken farm. Gonna go with no. I slide myself on over here. Downloading games 2020 is crazy. Well, I downloaded it back in close up on my arm there. I downloaded it the year it came out. So, 2016? Maybe? 2015? When good old Okage dropped on the PS4? Oh god, the last time I turned this on, there was a power outage, so my PS4 is going to be all whiny and complainy. I mean, look, I got nothing else, and I'm loving this playing Okage when I'm supposed to be playing other games thing I've got going on here. It's my favorite running gag of 2022. So, at the very least, we have that. That said, I should definitely change the name of the stream, because while I'm all for putting that, like, at the last half of the stream, a little bit of an issue when it is, like, the beginning of the stream. Yep, I know, PlayStation. I know, baby girl. The power went out the last... I hadn't turned you on since then, so you're all fried and tired and whatnot. Update that title. Can I update the game I'm playing? Is the question. I have no idea. Probably not. If I can, I don't know how. Category. Ah, there it is. Okay. Just update that. Done. All right. Cool. We're playing Okage now. So that's cool. If the next time suggested game that actually works and doesn't give us all, including tokens, computer, a stroke, and selective blindness combo. Don't blame Nathan, alright? I'm allowed to because he's my friend. But, you know, be fair. The last time I tried to play this for YouTube, the game actually worked. It exploded my computer through no fault of its own. It didn't even do it. It was me futzing around with the computer after I played it. That caused it to explode. I don't have a defense for this time. The ROM's busted, my Dolphin emulator's up to date. I don't know what's happening. I think the game just might be cursed. We're playing Okage. Because I can just plug in my PS4 and play that. There's an era of games, just from like 2000 to 2005, that are a nightmare to get running unless you have like the original game and the console it was for. And it seems Metal Arms is no exception. Play Legends Arceus, or Arceus, excuse me. Yeah, about that. It's not out yet, so... Gonna pass. Probably not gonna play that anyway. Just... I really don't care. Where am I? Why am I in here? Oh, you know what might have happened? You know what might have happened? you missed the GameCube. Hey, if I wouldn't mind a GameCube and a copy of that game right now. It'd be a lot easier to play. Yeah, hey, guess what happened the last time I played Okage? I didn't save, and I just kind of put the PlayStation in rest mode, and then the power went out, so it deleted some progress. Hope you like seeing me fight the boss that's a giant fish again. You missed Jiro. Why? We got Linda in this game. She's way better than Jiro, because she's Linda and not Jiro. Jiro's a whiny kid that didn't ask a girl out. Linda's an evil king teen idol who wants to enslave people's minds and then make out with hunky boys. Jiro heals. So does Linda, once you get her on your team. Linda has group heals, which Jiro might. I don't know. Maybe he does. All right. What do you mean by bad things? Sure, why not? I can crop this to look a little better in game, or in stream, I guess. There we go. And why is my bit cup gone? People need to know the cup is there. How are they gonna throw bits my way to make me play the Black 2 Nuzlocke? Unless there's a cup there. Come on, guys. And I like the event list. Put that back. Event list is fun. I like it. Don't know about the last time you played Glitch, but this time around it worked about as well as a shit and fine dining establishment. Hey, you gotta poo somewhere, alright? You gotta poo somewhere. Just because it's in a fine dining establishment doesn't make it better or worse. I'm trying to put out fire by spitting on it. That's probably a better analogy. But, yeah, it's the ROM is... I don't know what's up with the ROM. Couldn't tell you. I don't know what Jiro does anymore. I have a loose concept on him and positive feelings that he invokes. I mean, Mtar. I hit several of them. Cast Overdrive on Rosalind again, if you please. Kiesling, go ahead and heal Ari, because he's about to get messed up by some crabs. And you wait, we're gonna keep bursting on these fools. Hey, don't hit Ari. Well, actually, Frost is everyone. Don't kill Ari with that, specifically. Mend! Oh, you... Oh. How dare you? Mend. You're not allowed to heal, that's my shtick. Actually, wait and see how this plays out. How's your health gonna be at the end of this? Yeah, okay, so... Heal everyone, the Bountiful Net. Promote La Rochelle. If you can believe it, not in this game. Technically not in the last 2 games we've played, since, you know... Wasn't in Metal Arms either. Ooh, Crushing Devil, hell yeah. Hit one of the crabs, not the king. That'd be great. He's got 1 health, that Kiesling. I believe in you. 1 health in a dream. Just healed himself. Good stuff. Kill these damn crabs. Okay, well... Well, they're beating up the old man. That just seems unfair, really. Alright, overdrive Rosalind, and then overdrive yourself. There we go. Alright, alright, alright. Classic boss strategy. You should... He really likes killing Kiesling. this giant fish. I don't know what Kiesling did, but, you know, I support it. Definitely support murdering him. Oh, God. Next part of the game's the Escapeless Abyss. It just occurred to me. I'm gonna have to go through that in this stream. Which, I mean, I can do, but was not prepared for on this day of days. In response to Metal Arms, I'll look into it after the stream with Nathan. I'll get him in like a Discord call and we'll try and troubleshoot it. If we can play it tomorrow, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll play either his other game on the list or another game he picks. But because that game doesn't work, he gets a free pick, basically. And I think that's fair. I think it's fair to say if the game you pick for me to play straight up doesn't work, you can pick a different game. I'm not gonna say tough shit, you know, take that pick away from you. That seems a bit harsh. Even if it is Nathan we're talking about and he has it coming. Oh, I got 2 big nuts from that, just like in real life. Hot damn! Got him! Okay. Calm down. It was a great joke. Everyone thought you were really cool. Because he's still not saying anything, I'm just gonna message him on Discord that, I think it's the first time I've seen Kiesling do that weird animation with books where he tries to summon, scientific spells. Yeah, he's a good spell user, but he doesn't get good spells, is the problem. Like, not until way later, and his health and defense are just not worth the effort. With, like, one exception of, if you want a trophy in this game for paralyzing an enemy, he gets a spell that automatically paralyzes, so it's kind of worth leveling up then. Otherwise, he's complete garbage. Or would you say you don't need to message me? You gotta, like, acknowledge that, man. I'm not a mind. I'm doing, like, the setup, the game. You gotta be like, sounds good or fuck yourself, alright? One or the other. I gotta get a read on whether or not you're hearing me. Anyway, read this all last time. I got hit in the head with a spiral wire. Okay. Right, so after Okage, we'll troubleshoot that shit and see if we can get it working. If it doesn't, you get a free game. You can pick if I play Hector Badge of Carnage or whatever it is, or some other game of your choice. No problem. Like Blue Dragon 3. If he wants me to play Blue Dragon 3, I suppose I do owe him a game, so yeah, he could pick Blue Dragon 3. Curious choice. I did sort of request no ROMs, and that one would be, but hey, at the very least, I guess I'll say GameCube-wise, we've had, you know, a perfect, children. We've had a perfect run so far. This is the first game that's fucked up so bad I can't play it. But, you know, DS has been fine. For the record, as much as I like Princess Marlene because I'm a big old simp and her dress is red and white, so therefore I'm immediately like, yes, adorable, I love her. My fiance hates Marlene, at least how snooty she is towards Ari originally, and really likes being a sassy bitch to Marlene. She's a stan, and yeah, she's all about that bullying Marlene. Likes making fun of Rosalind, too, but all about that Marlene. Bullying. All about, you know, impressing Stan and being friends with Stan and getting compatibility with Stans. Something about a blowhard, mega-maniacal tyrant. Stan and Linda are your favorites. Yeah, Linda you had to come around on. Because Linda's like a psychopathic war criminal monster. But she's secretly a psychopathic war criminal monster. So...
And the bewildered
I had to come around on that one.
Flat by the princess's regal palm.
Tweet about how troubleshooting Metal Arms goes, and not to rain on your parade. Oh yeah, Watch Dogs Legion glitched all over the place. Watch Dogs was a PC game. I mean, it was, but I was playing on the Xbox Series X, because that was the power of the Series X. When that game first launched for the Xbox, it would not let you save the game, so it kept just deleting my progress. I pushed through that by kind of tolerating it. At one point during a particularly obnoxious part of the game, it just crashed, and I was like, we're done. I'm not playing this anymore. We're moving on. So yeah, I had forgotten about that. That wasn't a problem with the Xbox, though. That was a problem with the game itself. I don't know what the problem is with the Metal Arms ROM. Yeah, you were there for that. I got a couple good clips out of that. One in particular involved a car, like, racing backwards across the street and exploding. That was, I like that clip. But, God, yeah, I still gotta get the DLC for that and get the achievements for it. It's one of those I don't really care enough.
The princess
Crashed live on stream, 7-9 were there for it. Yep.
However, several
Ended the
questions
playthrough.
remained.
I did, like I said, I went back and beat it. I got all the achievements. It's not a bad game once, you know, you can play the damn thing. But, you know, it's kind of important that you be able to play a game. So, yeah, that was an issue. It was also only on the Series X. Every other version of the game was fine. Oh yeah, right. I have to go and rest in order to proceed the story. I have to take a big long sleep. I'll save the game since, you know, I don't want to fight that boss again right away. Even though I trounced him. For the record, I really like this game's approach to... I say it again. I like this game's approach to grinding, which is you're pretty much going to get all the levels you need doing the dungeon, since you have to kill the enemies in the dungeon in order to proceed. So, you don't really grind. You feel like you're making progress while you're killing things anyway. Who am I hooking up with here? Hero Rosalind. Big shock. Everyone who knows me is really surprised that I'm hooking up with the hero Rosalind in this playthrough, according to that fortune teller. That never happens. It's definitely not what I just do by accident 100% of the time. Chamberlain man told me something. He told me to tell you, come to the mayor's house. Yeah, that's what he told me. He said that there's trouble with the princess and to come immediately. The chamberman with the sideburns said that to me. And he gave me candy. Look, see? So please go to the mayor's house, promise? Suppose I should hit up the mayor's house. She is right over here. Hello, sir. I'm told something's afoot. It doesn't matter if the game's good or not. It doesn't matter if the game's good or not if you can't even play it. I remember Watch Dogs Legion made that difficult, at least at the time. Yeah, it has been updated since, so it actually works on Xbox, but, yeah, there was a while there it just did not. In recent memory, hot new indie game sensation Paparazzi, is also pretty buggy on the Xbox, in that you can play for about 2 hours and it just hard locks the game. You can't continue anymore. I got all the achievements in it by playing it on PC, but, yeah, it was super annoying that it just crashed and no longer worked on Xbox. It's also only an okay game. Like, it's alright, but the gimmick wears off pretty quickly. And it certainly doesn't last long enough for the charm to survive a hard crash on Xbox. Like, what are you doing, game devs? It's like a universal problem, too. It's not just me, so... Whatever's up with the game is a console-wide issue. It's fine on PC, as far as I know. No disrespect to PC. I gotta get the, I guess I don't have to. It's not that good of an item. But I do need the first star badge, or the first star charm, or whatever it is, from Mandrill, or Madrill. But right now I have to head back home and, meet up with, Marlene. That's the circus. Okay. That's my bad. Wasn't looking at the map. If you'll remember, the ghosts spawn in relation to the camera, not the characters. So as long as I run like this, no ghosts will appear in front of me, and I can just keep moving towards my destination. Disorienting, yes, but important for speedrunning. You don't remember. Ah, well, good thing I just told you then. Nearly had a tragedy on our hands. Oh my god, he caught up to... He can't do that! That ghost outran me. Now I'm having to fight an elephant. I got scammed. Yeah, what the hell? A plucky pachyderm. More like a plucky bitch. Good thing Rosalind's killing machine. That's not how it's supposed to go, yeah. I don't know how that guy caught up to me. Game's hacking itself. He knows I'm too good. What's my money situation like? Because, there's a certain boss coming up that, well, probably won't be for another stream or two, but there's a certain boss coming up that has a metric fuck ton of health, and I'd rather like to, you know, maybe make the fight go a bit quicker. If you know, you know. 38, 81? Yeah, 38, 81. That's enough to get a few things. I don't know. Well, then, yeah, if you don't know, you don't know. But if you know, you know. There's an item in this game that is the definition of big risk, big reward. And, the boss health, no shit, I'm not making this up. The boss health, first boss has, 420 health. Nice. High fives all around, everyone. Second boss has 666 health. Again, not a joke. Third boss actually has less. He's got like 620 something, I think. 640, something like that. I know it's a little less than the third guy, but the argument is that his minions are better, so what are you gonna do? The fourth boss has a very natural sort of progressive upgrade at around 2400 health. So yeah, fourth boss of this game has the second most of any of the bosses in the game, and it's, from a difficulty perspective, it's a little bit fucked, to use the scientific term. But no, I gotta have a word with some scientists. Stay right there. Are you people a research organization, people? You don't look it. And what? Is that you, Professor Kiesling? No, it couldn't be. Ah, you found me out. You're right. Guten Kiesling, 45, greater than any being above a blow, standing on his own. How do you do? Are you really that famous? Like, seriously an important guy? Ah, well, yes, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness! I'm meeting the famed Professor Kiesling himself, acclaimed for his Kiesling squid ring theory. Guten Kiesling, welcome to our research center. Ah, well, yes, thank you, thank you. What, is this quack someone important? Ah, it's 7-9. Or, it's not 7-9. That's what Arg would say. That's an Arg line right there. Is this quack someone important? Slap him around with the bull. Hey, 7-9. It's the bull. The bull is the guy I need to fight who has 2400 health. Ahem. Is that Professor's current research project? Does this mean you've already completed your research on the dualistic theory? What do you mean calling me a research subject every chance you get? Just recruit him. Ah, why didn't I think of that? You humans cannot possibly figure moi out. Do you want me to end you? Hush, be quiet. Yeah, about that. Thanks, Nathan. I'll let him go for now, since it looks like they're into evil doings here at this research center. Ah, what can I say? The path of a researcher is a long and rugged one. Yep, it's a tough life. Hard to get support from people for the type of research I do. I know what you mean. Life devoted to research is a life of endurance. In this case, I have a favor to ask of you. What is it? Is it my autograph? It's limited to 3 per person. It costs $100 each. I'm a little embarrassed to ask, but not only are we low on moral support, lately we've been short on research funding as well. We'd really appreciate if you could offer us a donation. Let's see, being an academic person, I have little attachment to monetary matters and would like nothing more than to give you a donation. However, my own research requires money and I wouldn't mind having more either. That being the case, sorry, I was wondering if you could spare them some money. Always go for the lowest amount. You get the same reward and you save money. Doesn't one of the bosses you fight later join your party? 3 of them do, actually. In fact, this is the whole party right here that isn't former bosses. At some point, just bugger off and never seen or heard from again. I mean, I guess at the end of the game, they bugger off, like in the credits? That doesn't sound like something I would say. Do recruit the Door Evil King. He's already our ally. He's never in the party, but he's already our ally. You look like a smart boy. Would you like to devote your life to research at the center in the future? At any rate, thank you. We can now afford to proceed a bit further in the research. Don't mind it. I'm happy for you. Why are you responding to the thanks? It was Ari who actually donated. What an evil research center soliciting money from my slave. Boy, when you put it that way, the center certainly has promise. Hadn't occurred to me, but yeah, when he puts it that way, that does seem evil. I will donate more, though, because I want the items you give me as thanks. Test product, I got the frozen bottle. Nice. Yeah, I'm donating more. Here's a cool 1,000. Power candy, that's just good shit. Show me I'm Tensai 1.5. Is it? I don't know what that is. I think he might be swept away by a river as well before the ending. Yeah, during the segment where we have, like, reverse amnesia, everyone forgets us. There's no real name for that. Yeah, we just kind of see him shouting on a cliff and then he dives into a river. It's like, alright, Bull, you do you, I guess. Alright, I need 10k to get the next item. And I think it is the next item I need anyway, so... I'll come back after another dungeon. And speaking of charity cases, let's go have a word with Linda. You came to see me, I'm so happy. Sob. How close was Persona 5 Royal? I didn't look. Go back in the VOD, I guess, and look, but as far as I know, it wasn't anywhere close. I wasn't really paying that much attention. Bull Evil King was his name. Well, I mean, it's literally Big Bull Evil King, so yeah. Shortened to Big Bull, once we recruit him, because he's no longer an Evil King, obviously. Ari, do you have a stomach ache? No, I don't. Will you listen to my story, Ari? I worked really hard, and everyone in town gradually became familiar with my name. These days, some fans even bring me snacks or drinks, or bits at twitch.tv/Linda. Wait. They all say the same thing. Linda, you're a great girl as long as you don't sing. Is this an RPG? Yeah, it's my favorite game ever. And I play it once every year. This year, I'm playing it while I'm supposed to be playing other games. I guess I'm no good. I just don't have the talent. I think I need to say all of these. Or like, how about a new career? But what am I going to do if you give up on me, Coach? I know, Coach. This is tough love. This tough love's for my benefit. I'll try harder. What do you mean, Coach? Coach, I'll sing my best for you. And her song. I'm not gonna sing it. I'm not an angel, but I can be, maybe. I felt a mysterious power when I fell in love with you, baby. You winked, sending me sparks. My heart, oh, it skipped a beat. I fell in love with a melody so sweet. Ah, stop, it's horrible. Coach, what's wrong with my song? This, I need to pick everything. Linda, they aren't wrong. You're a delusional moron. Now, she's a delusional moron that's crazy powerful, alright? So she gets to do what she wants. Your voice needs work. Yes, use your gut to generate a forceful voice. Oh, I got you, Coach. Anything else I need to improve? Yeah, rhythm. Rhythm? Yeah, the key is to have a simple and flowing rhythm. I like that Stan knows how to sing a song. Turns out he was a theater kid. You know what? I'm fine with that. Headcanon, Stan's a theater kid. I got you, Coach. Is there anything else I need to improve? Spirit's lacking. It's Persona 2 Part 3. Sure. Is Blue Dragon before Blue Dragon? Well, I think it's definitely older than Blue Dragon. It's definitely older than Persona 3. It might be older than Persona 2. No idea. Red tuxedo looking fella. Actually, yes, he is in this game. Or there is a guy like that. Blue Dragon .5. My spirit? Yeah, punch it! Punch! Give it some punch! Put some spirit into your voice. Got it. Anything else? You need to improve the lyrics. What? The lyrics? Those words came from my heart. You fool. You have no clue about words for a song. Listen to me. Use words like conquer, evil king, control, and darkness. I got you, coach. Listen to the results of today's special training. I'm not an evil king, but if I were, the key to my love would be in the power of darkness. I will sing of my lonely heart until the day I control. Oh, give me love on the rocks to conquer the world too. Didn't rhyme at all that time. Not bad. Don't quit your day job. God, you can be such an asshole in this game. Thanks, coach. How can I thank you? I feel like a whole new person. Coach, Ari, I owe everything to you. Hey! It was I who gave you the advice. Can't you hear me? Oh, Ari, come again and see me. I'll always be here waiting for you. Ha, Linda. You think about all the potential romance interests for Ari, all three of them, Rosalind, Marlene, and Linda. Because Julia doesn't exist. Linda definitely would have been the most entertaining. By no means would she have been the most healthy, but she would have been the most entertaining. So I gotta give her that. Speaking of things I gotta give people, I actually forgot to do this last time. Hey champ, how's it going? Friends with Blue Dragon world record holder. Nice! Good on you. I think a Blue Dragon speedrunner was in chat while I played it. Gave me some good advice. That game was extremely ambitious, which, to be fair, it was on 3 CDs, so yeah, it was... I guess, God, back when games came on CDs. Yeah, I guess it had the chops to back it up. All that ambition, they delivered. Stan's been around a while, and from what I've gathered, he was some sort of royal noble before deciding to be an evil king. He's the descendant or reincarnation, rather, of an evil king. So I think he was, obviously he was a child at some point. He was groomed to become an evil king. He is strictly a demon, which we know largely because the name of this game literally in Japanese translates to me and Satan King. So he is a demon. I don't know how his age works at that point, Disc 2. Recommended Blue Dragon. Nathan. So how he aged and how it works with, royalty and shit, I don't know. We don't know a lot about the demon world, do we? But, yeah, all we know is that, he's got a butler, a very loyal butler. So clearly he came from some sort of royal hierarchy. Oh, chat. Chat, my favorite jokes, I just remembered as I head back to town. My favorite joke in the game is coming up. My favorite guy. Oh my god, why are there so many ghosts at my house? Gates open. Yeah, fucking cool it with the ghost. What are we doing? Calm down and let me go home. God almighty. Nathan's your favorite. Yeah, sure. Agreed, own name. I like making fun of Nathan, but, First game was recommended by Nathan, second game was 7-9. It's true. Joke. Well, my favorite line in this game is coming up. It's not quite so much a joke, it's more the writing. You've grown since I last saw you. I'm so proud. Nathan Fan Club stream. Hey, I streamed with him for, Pokemon Stadium 2. Who's that dazzling beauty over there? Really was hoping it would cut to Kiesling. Who, me? Oh, Dad. You're flattering me. Yeah, that's his name, according to the text box, but it's weird she calls him that instead of just, Sir. I'm the hero Rosalind traveling with Ari. That's my son. Excellent taste in women, you lady killer. By the way, is Stan's World Conquest going well? Ah, well, you know, it would be better if that creature with the parasol wasn't with us. I had no idea great evil kings wouldn't be able to conquer the world because a woman interrupted him. Such good writing. I love it so much. Yeah, this is an exciting party. You? I'm the world's top scholar, Guten Kiesling. How do you do? You're a true scholar, I can tell. Yes, you too. I can tell at a glance you're no layman. Interesting. We should exchange ideas later. Deal! Excellent. Come on, everybody, this way. That reminds me, Ari, you have a pretty guest. Who do you think it is? Annie's friend, a stray cat. I don't know. Yeah, stray cat. Why not? That'd be cool. You'll find out soon. Now, everybody. I love the writing in this game so much. How's the World Conquest going? Ah, well, you know. Is what it is. Hit Stan and Dad with a hammer. Why? Why do they get the bonks? It's because they're not treating women fairly? Because that's a fair reason to hit them with a hammer. Reincarnation or not, Stan clearly comes from some sort of noble or royal family that has skills to support it. Well, certainly comes from a hierarchy of royalty. We don't know if he's got, like, a castle and a queen mother and a king father. He is Stanley Hi-Hat Trinidad the 14th, so I assume he has a father. It's just never confirmed. We don't know how the demon underworld works. You can beat Persona 5 without taking a single hit of damage. Yeah, I bet you can. I don't know why you do that to yourself unless you were deeply hurt by somebody, but you can. Promote Linda. Not in the party yet. What? Princess, why are you here? I was enjoying a stroll when I saw a pathetic big house. Fuck you too! So I was interested and dropped by. Someone did. Someone beat the full game without taking damage. I assume they were emotionally damaged themselves when they played the game, so... Small Ant also beat Pokemon Platinum, I think, without taking any damage. It was miserable to watch. Well, it was very funny to watch. Looked miserable to play. I'm never doing that. A no damage run of any game, except, like, Portal, maybe, where you can't take damage. Is that Tevin guy? Sure. I believe it. I don't know who that is. Anyway, this house is cozy. It's like an old shoe. Also, again, fuck you. I was surprised that this house of Ari the Offender, though. Look, I hugged you one time, and now I'm just Ari the Offender. God damn. A no damage run of Peppa Pig. That I'll do. In fact, I've done that, so check that off the list. Heard about everything from the princess. You attacked the princess like a wild animal. Is that true? Yeah, it wasn't like that. You don't even need to say anything. I understand. You couldn't resist. I'm so happy. Weird that you're into that, Mom, but okay. You were so timid before, and look at you. You've become a strapping lad. Yeah. Maybe don't, like... Silver lining, I guess, but maybe, you know, that's not the important thing to focus on here. That being said, she totally beat my ass when I tried it, so maybe that's why Mom's not worried. You know, I tried to attack a woman like a wild animal, and the woman kicked my ass, so, she's not worried, I guess. Your father used to... Oh, alright, don't need to hear that. Excuse me. Ari, you shouldn't rush, you have to go in steps. Girls are sensitive, and be responsible. That's right, Ari, take responsibility. Excuse me, princess, what is... Oh, no. Yes! Ari and friends, you shall travel with me. What? Listen, Rosalind, I'm sick and tired of the same old journeys. I only see boring things whenever I travel with Balloon. I can't stay up late, I can't take a walk or talk to people. I'm bored. So I snuck out, and when I heard good news in this village. They said there are many evil kings in this world, so I decided I and my servant shall subjugate evil kings and discharge my duty as princess. Oh, no, princess, it's too dangerous. Oh, silence, that's why you exist. You're to guard me from danger. Then, what, are we your servants? Yes, you are. I was at the aquatic ruins to select my guards. Did Balloon not tell you? Balloon chose you. Do you understand, Rosalind? It is my privilege, your highness, but, princess, we should let Balloon know. The mom? What? Yeah, no, not a clue. No, but your bud, Tevlin, did sub to his channel during his stream of the challenge. Sure. I forgot who actually did it, but it didn't take that long. He didn't get hit once during the 4th or 5th palace. Well, I mean, if it's a no damage run, I would hope he didn't get hit at all. So, yeah. Not all nobles have castles or such. Rose certainly had them. Stan might have had a castle or such, but by your own accord, he was groomed to be an evil king. Yeah, certainly. Couldn't have been groomed to be king if he had no noble heritage or was just some random bozo. No, certainly. He's got a lineage and a heritage, but yeah, it might have been James. We don't know. James might have been the one telling him, you're the great evil king. You are destined for greatness. We don't know a lot about the guy. Except that he's secretly an evil shadow Santa Claus. That's canon, by the way. You know, other than that little detail, we don't know much about James. At that point, you have so much room for technical and super efficient moves, it becomes easy. Forgot Haiti would have reset to his last save point. Third Palace made him reset 100 plus times. So it's not a no damage run. It's just a... Where were his save points? Where were they, like, allowed? It's like, I beat a dungeon so I can save now, and that's my checkpoint. Because otherwise, that just sounds like, you know, not that. It sounds more impressive as a no-hit run when, in fact, you just reset a bunch. Just save rooms. This isn't as impressive as it sounds if you just kind of reset himself a few times. Admittedly, 100 plus is more than a few, but still. There's no need. He is too wearisome. Rosalind, this is my duty as a princess. Fight for me as my chosen hero. Chosen hero? I understand. I got it. Oh, chosen hero. What a beautiful term. Excuse me. I, Hero Rosalind, will guard your highness for a while. However, could you not let Ari accompany you? Because actually... No, never. Ari, I have something to tell you. Come closer. Ari, you did such a thing to me, I, the princess. And I cannot forgive your deed. You are my servant for the rest of your life. Wait a minute. You girl or princess or whatever, don't push your luck. Ari, I've always wanted to ask, what is this cheeky shadow? Let me educate you on the nature of my being. I am the one and only evil, king of evil. My reign over the evil of this world is absolute. I, evil King Stan. And this Ari you are bossing around is my loyal slave. Oh, really? Yes! Listen and keep this well in mind. It's my prerogative to use my geeky servant to subjugate the world's fake evil kings. Damn, Stan, throwing the G word around. Safe rooms are far apart. Sometimes sections would take forever. First Palace, you had to do combat intro, Morgana tutorial, and escape battles without taking any hits. No save points until the tutorial. I mean, yeah, that's fair, but still, a no-damage run sounds more impressive than if I take damage or just reset back to my last save point. Run. He's not a plaything for little girls. Fail to heed my words and I'll gobble you whole, little missy. How dare you, idiot evil king? You talk to your highness like that, you idiot evil king. I'm so sorry, your highness. He is just fathomlessly stupid. I always have trouble saying that word. Rosalind, why are you apologizing? Oh, that's right. By the way, your highness, it's him. This is the bad monster. Indeed, it seems this shadow has a mind of its own separate from Ari. Well, but there are many self-proclaimed evil kings. I don't mind, Ari. It's true, your highness, believe me. He is really the evil king. Hey, what's this I don't mind? Shouldn't you be a little scared? Anyway, Ari's mine. No, he's mine. Don't be silly, you little twit, or you'll regret it. Bits! From Huevos caught another live stream. Hot damn, you'll love to see it. Thank you so much. We're definitely playing Metal Arms Glitch in the System, if anyone asks. I do not buy such an empty threat. Ari, I ask you, who can use you? Who is your master? Is it me or this vulgar shadow? Think hard, is it me or the shadow? This is an unfortunate question to answer, and, I mean, you could simp for Rosalind if you really wanted to. I'm gonna say Stan, why not? Game over, baby! Oh no. Ari, don't you understand my feelings? When you hugged me, I realized something important. Ari, can you tell me once more, me or this shadow? I bet you Ari, your dearest master is. She's just flashing the pearly whites at him. Or the bloodshot reds, actually, looking at her eyes. They aren't really pearly whites, are they? Well, it's you, your high... Oh. Well said, now everything is settled, Ari's my servant. I heard the tears of woman are effective, and indeed they are. Who wouldn't simp for Rosalind? Well, I mean, clearly, but still. You dare to underhanded tactics, you little brat! A victory is a victory. Ari, what have I done that you should betray me? Haven't I been a good evil king to you? This is unforgivable! heavenly days, what a helpless self-proclaimed evil king. Then how about this? 90% of Ari is mine and 10% is yours. I don't know what's going on, Your Highness. What? That's highway banditry. At least half is mine. No, I won. I can't give you more than a quarter. Wait a minute, that doesn't work. At least a third is mine. Fine, then how about this instead?
While listening
Yeah,
to
she
the
was lying,
nonsensical
Arg.
negotiations over his ownership,
She used
the
feminine
only
charm
thing the boy could do
to seduce
was watch
Ari.
helplessly.
Because he has the social skills of a clam. So as soon as a pretty girl was like, please let me own you, he was like, okay, yeah, sure. Oh, I got tricked. Damn it. You hear voices coming from the room. So according to my hypothesis, the ancient people used rocks to clip their toenails. Interesting observation. What is the issue here? What about the issue from the idealistic point of view? Idealistic point of view, eh? Interesting question. Then going even further beyond idealism into the possible existential effects. Indeed, and then you go right back to the drawing board of theorems. How about the Bronze Age of toenail clipping? Oh, where to begin? Alright, well, I'm just gonna go. That's fucking... Yikes! Anyway. I think we gotta check in on everyone. And Mom and Marlene are in here. That's right, when it starts boiling, this is probably, well, I guess Rosalind and Annie are a pretty cute scene too. Dad and Kiesling are a weird scene. When it starts boiling, add a small amount of wine. Cooking is deep. I did not realize it at all. I did not have somebody called Mother assigned. Aw. I hope I have a mother on my next adventure. Aw. A new starting point, too. I would rather start from a real ordinary house than from a castle. Meta. See, this is how you do meta. I played a game not that long ago where it was like, haven't you seen the title of this game? If we did it that way, it'd only be 20 minutes long. And it's like, this isn't how you do meta. This is a little forced. Ari's dad's a weird scene in general. That's fair. It's okay. You're a princess. You can learn little by little. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Highness. I'm talking to you like this. I don't know why, but I don't mind being talked to when it is you, Mother. Actually, it makes me relax. Mother does not care about my class at all. Interesting. Your Highness, you are my son's pretty... Well, I get it. You want your kids married, but calm down. I think that is the most important thing for me, because I am an ordinary mother. I'm not his girlfriend. I just met him. Really? But... Oh boy, oh gosh, the pot is boiling. Ouch! Oh my god, Mother. Well, they seem cute. And I mean, I guess canonically I bring her home to the parents, don't I? No matter who you're compatible with, the game at the end ships you with Marlene. Not that Marlene, but, you know. The Marlene. Although that Marlene does still exist. It's weird. She's kind of just forever in the Shadow Realm. It's a bit sad, actually. I see, Annie now has a pink shadow. What a poor thing. Yep, but having a pink shadow isn't all bad. I get lots of attention. Cheer up, Rosalind. You're strong, Annie. I can't. Oh, Rosalind, when you're sad, I'm sad. Oh, Annie. Rosalind. And that's that. I think we can go to bed at this point. Check in on everyone and head to bed. Yep. Hey, slave, take a break. We'll resume our divine expedition again tomorrow. Am I not a gentle and caring to my eternal servants? You brought the other one home as well. Mom didn't ship you with her, though. Well, I mean, Mom wants what's best for her son, and, you know, warrior girl or princess, one of those has a better social standing than the other. Just, you know, devil's advocate. Fucking fountain. It's basically a Cramorant, that fountain. Rows of nasty teeth. It's open at 180 degrees. Constantly spewing. What you doing? In the room with the giant symbol on the ground. Oh, it's you. Ari, what are you doing this late at night? What are you doing here? There's nothing to steal from this house. That's enough self-proclaimed evil king. Don't confuse me with you. Oh, that was clever, Carrot Top. She can't be Carrot Top. She doesn't have nearly the insane steroid muscles that he does. Why do I feel so comfortable in this house, despite having lived almost never leaving my castle? I've never visited such a place. Ari, I would like to show my appreciation to your mother. She taught me cooking and somehow made me feel very loved. I would like to thank her for that. Balloon said a princess must always maintain her honor. By the way, Ari, have you heard of a thing called moonbeam grass? Sounds groovy, baby! Moonbeam grass, am I right? Blaze it. Laugh, please. It's a flower that reflects moonbeams and shines beautifully. I would like to give it to your mother. I'm going out in search of it. I'll be back before dawn. Take care of things, Ari. What do you mean take care of things? Do you mean blow out the candles in this room because it's a fire hazard? Because I'm not doing that. The game will not allow it. Laugh, please. Well, yeah. Look, my whole channel can be summed up with laugh, please. Ahem. Alright, it seems the princess went outside. What's wrong? What? Find a flower? No way, it's dangerous with lots of ghosts out at night. If anything happens to the princess... Alright, I'm going to look for the princess. If you like, you can come help me. I mean, I have to continue the story, but... Guess I'll join along with you. No music for this bit. Or ghosts, but, you know, no music either, so... There's also this poor schmuck that got stuck to guard the outside of Tunnel. Or do you have a date waiting for you? Oh, no. Oh, it's not here. Door shut tight. Sometimes there's a guy out here at night. I say sometimes. The only other time there's a night scene. There's a guy out there. He's like, I totally got stood up from a date. Oh, man. It might be this guy. This poor schmuck keeps getting stuck outside. Yeah, lonely-looking young man. It's dangerous to go any further. I didn't imagine I'd have to do this job again. Circus is already over, you know. Standing here alone is really lonely. Yeah, I bet. Bye! What a schmuck. Where? Oh, I have to talk to Rosalind, I guess. I was gonna say, where is Marlene? Trigger the scene here. The princess is over there. I told her to go home because it's not safe, but she's not listening and wants to go look for flowers. I'm watching her in case ghosts come, so why don't you help the princess, Ari? And thus we spent a lovely night picking flowers together. Are you here to help me look for it? Thank you. I looked around most of here. Please look over there, Ari. A little bit of music would have made this scene go a long way, I think. Especially for, the ghost showing up and Rosalind being like, what? Have at you! Ghosts never do that when I run at them. They just chase poor Ari. I want to go home. Ah! Delightful. Yes. Picking flowers. I mean, they are. That's... You can see for yourself what they're doing. I don't know what you're implying here, Ark. Princess, the dawn is breaking soon. You must go home. I see. I feel pathetic. I cannot even show my appreciation to a mother who was so nice to me. See, a mother works there. But, yeah, calling them mother and, like, your mom and dad or mother and father when they aren't your parents is weird to me. Oh, that is... Yeah, I found it. The moonbeam grass. Thank you, Ari. Thanks to you, I was able to find what I wanted. I do not deserve your kindness, Your Highness. Now please wash your hands. Oh, I did not realize. Now let's rest. I will go and wash myself. She worked so hard to give that to your mother. I've rethought my opinion of her. Well, Ari, you must be tired too. Why don't you take a rest? Rosalind, easily swayed by, you know, titles and ranks, and also, like, I don't know, one good deed that let her fight ghosts. Ari? Ari! Is Stan or my mom? Oh, it's Marlene. Of course it is. Finally you woke up. What time do you think it is? Get ready and come down to the lobby. Everyone is waiting for you. It's not called a lobby if we're not in a hotel, princess. When I present the flower to your mom, you must accompany me. Understood? Flying Ari's picking flowers. Carrot Top sitting on her ass, bossing him around. I feel like she She was looking before Ari showed up, so, you know, give her some credit. Ari, every rundown schmuck who has nothing better to do enslaves his dumbass. 2 people enslaved the kid, alright? Come on now. Maybe, like, 3, depending. Mother, I skipped some dialogue there. Can I, come learning to cook again? Well, of course, dear. I mean, Your Highness. Good, thank you, Mother. And please, take this. Oh my, these flowers are beautiful. I need some water and a vase for them. Thanks so much, Your Highness. You really took good care of me. My pleasure. You are always welcome here. Oh, look at you. You're so pretty, just like a doll. Makes me on the all day. That reminds me. Remember, Ari? Present that to Her Highness later, okay? That? Oh, Ari, I gave it to you when you were leaving. Don't miss your chance now. Go for it, Ari. Good luck. It'll be explained what that is. Now let's get started. Father, please. Wishing your journey to be a happy one. 1, 2, 3. Good luck. Aw.
Once more, our hero leaves his home after being seen off by his family. He departs on a journey, joining a strange group of characters. The evil king, a hero, a scholar, and a princess.
I think you're underselling all of them.
After haphazard negotiations, 30% of him is now a slave to the evil king, and 70% of him is a servant to the princess.
Yeah, but
After
Stan
this,
got the 30% that
who knows
matters,
what
if
could
you know what I
happen
mean.
to this unfortunate boy.
He got the third that counts. Alright, I'm thinking about your mother's words. What was it that your mother was talking... What is that your mother was talking about when we were leaving? It's a voice recorder. What a ridiculous thing to say. Ha! I don't know. Don't you have a memory, slave? I can't believe you. Oh, it's a music box. This is an ancient device? The third that counts is manhood. These fingers. That's the third that counts. Got his arms, baby, so he can flip people off. Strange Days and Stranger Company. I love that title of a chapter, but it's after this scene. Is it perhaps an ancient device? What a pretty sound it has, as if it brings back old memories. Are you giving this to me? Irritatingly procrastinate. Ouch, is it my imagination? I feel a silent pressure arising. Yeah, alright, give it to her. Really? I'm glad. I love this sound. Hold on, Ari. I heard from Annie, but you were given this by your mom to give to someone you love, right? Yep, that's Mom, just trying to hook me up with a princess again. I don't want to think about it, but do you think there's a class difference? Wow, Rosalind. Classist much? Okay. Alright. See how it is. Don't give it to her. That's right, slave, your goofy mother said give that machine to your love. You don't need to give it to that brat, though. I can take it off your hands. We could sell it for a good amount. We could put it towards the World Conquest Fund. Did I miss a scene where the princess and the other girl talk? Nope, it's coming up soon. Very soon. That's enough, idiot evil king. Since when have you become a woman? A greedy, ugly woman, too. Ari. Alright, I'll give it to her. God damn. The princess shouldn't take it with such a special meaning so easily, and I'll take it from you. It's nothing to you, idiot evil king, but Ari is my servant, so Ari's property is my property, so as an exception I can accept this device. I like the ellipses. It's like, I guess Ari presented the old music box to the princess. I love this shot. Now we shall go, serpents, off to subjugate evil kings. Strange days and stranger company. You said it, game. You said it. But let's go have the greatest scene in all of video games ever. My favorite scene in this game, well, maybe not my favorite scene, my favorite line in this game. Easily the funniest scene in this game for me. Giving the music box a stand. Yeah, I mean, clearly, but she, you know, feminine wiles and all that. At least Ari doesn't simp for this girl anymore, because, like, god damn, that's a bullet dodged. So you're some macho tough guy now. You're going further and further from my ideal. I was thinking of reconsidering for a little while. Who's this supermodel over here? Well, speak up. Who is she? How should I answer this? Don't worry about it. How could you say that? All along I thought you had a crush on me. You don't waste time, huh? I leave you alone for a moment. You fall for the first girl, So you're that type after all. I was wrong about you. Wow! How selfish. This is what humans are really like. Even Stan's like, damn, this is evil. The very fabric of human nature is evil. Evil and egotistical. Ari, why are you doing this? Why do you need to play tricks with your shadow? I told you I don't like that kind of man. Play tricks with your shadow? These villagers, they conspire to infuriate me. Lady, Ari is not the kind of person you have described. He's not macho or tough. What are you talking about? You've known him long enough to know that, right? This person is indeed the princess. Ari is here to protect her with us. Please understand. I don't want to hear any excuses. I give up. I don't comprehend. What is this country girl so upset about? I have not a clue. There, country girl. Cool your temper. Would you like a cow? I've got money. I could just give you a cow. Will that settle you down? So good. So good. I love that line. So good. Best scene. You have no right to call me a country girl. Ever. I love it because I really don't like Julia, and while I like these two significantly more than Julia, it's so good watching Marlene just genuinely, great camera angle, genuinely not understand, like, how human interaction works, and just be like, what's your problem? Can I offer you livestock? Will that make you better, poor person? What is that young lady mad at? Ari said nothing at all to make her mad, I believe. Damn right. Ari has quite a lot going on, it seems. Got quite a busy social life here, huh? Might as well hit the other scene while I'm in the town. Which I think is this one? Pretty sure it's this scene. Yeah. What up, dick? Alright, what's up? Oh, who's that foxy lady there? Isn't she... Why aren't there any, girls that go after me? God, it isn't fair. This person's not what you think at all. How absurd. How could you say that to the princess? Princess? What? You mean the princess? I'll just Carrot Top and where Princess annoy both me and Stan. Julia is clearly a bullet dodged. Her elevator doesn't go all the way up, and her intellect and manners leave a lot to be desired. No, I think she's perfectly smart. She's just, she's after a very particular type of man that Ari is not. The princess who came to Roshalo. Are you serious? What is it? Is there something on my face? Ah, the princess talked to me. Yes. Ari, tell me, why is this one so excited? I couldn't tell you. Oh, you don't know? You're no fun. No fun at all. Yeah, that's right. Ari's lame and lucky. Watch your language in front of the princess. Oh, the L word. He's so boring, but even Julia at one time. God, I wonder why. Life is not fair. I'm interesting because I'm so special and different from everyone. What's a fuckable doormat? Well, I am quoted as saying that. I do wish I had put a little more tact into my description, but yeah, at the end of the day, that's basically it. She wants a pushover. She wants to be, you know, a bossy, gold-digging, spend all your money and tolerate it, but also, I don't know, you're here to look after the house and sex J's when you need it? I don't know. Not entirely sure. Fucking walk, please. Not entirely sure what it is Julia wants down to a science, but, it's not healthy to be in that relationship. So, again, bullet dodge. Pretty sure Ari's exactly the type of gullible slave boy Julia wants. He was. Fate conspired to, change that. And he has that whole chapter where he, like, learns to speak up for himself, so he is no longer that. But she let that opportunity go. Ari, is bitch of way too many people as it is. Yeah. There is that. Like I said, it gets better in that chapter where he literally has to go around telling everyone how he feels and speaking his mind, so he's less of, you know, less of a background character and more of a main character. For the record, he is far more emotive after that. He, like, gets facial expressions much more often. The things he can say for the rest of the game are more forceful. Alright, I think I need to talk to this guy, specifically. Play it, Saxman! Love that song. What up, dude? Call me Mr. Know-It-All. I've never been as furious as I am today. Did you hear the Cubs Club's cozy relationship scandal? This is actually a good idea. This could have been its own game, this little subplot here. This could have been like the plot of a major game. Haven't heard about it. What, you still haven't heard? That's too bad. You haven't heard about the big scandal? Well, I guess I, Mr. Know-It-All, have no choice but to tell you the whole story. Until now, the ghosts had a scheme, stealing numerous treasures from the general public and important cultural artifacts from the town. It was the heroes who took the treasures back as they punished the ghosts. The club oversaw the heroes' activities. It distributed rewards among the heroes that they could have a steady income. But that all turned out to be a mere front. The heroes had always dealt with the ghosts under the table, paying a fixed rate. Oh, this is outrageous. Everything was a trick to fool us, the general public. So yeah, the rumor being spread here, it ultimately isn't true because it's just a rumor. It's a big old deep fake. Yeah, the ghosts are on the take, and they're being paid to, like, take treasures, thus creating work for the heroes, who then go out and punish the ghosts and get the treasures back, and, yeah, all one big scandal and cover-up. Not a bad idea for a plot, honestly. But it's just a subplot here. Really hurts to see people who used to be virtuous take a fall. Oh, it hurts. How it hurts. I didn't think having information could be this painful. Stan, don't come out now. Say something? I expect you to explain yourself if you call yourself a hero, too. Can't explain myself without evidence, but I will find out the truth. I will, no matter what happens. I just can't sit here while the good name of heroes is being disgraced and tarnished. If proof of heroes' guilt or innocence is found, I will take it upon myself to spread word all over town. I, Mr. Know-It-All, will let everyone know personally. A scam! Indeed. Cursed rumors? The hell's your deal? Stuck in his ways, geezer. Who are you guys, heroes? Beats me. Shoo! Wow, what a riveting character. Love that guy. Man in black. Oh, you came about the rumors. If that's the case, we don't give any answers. I'm under no obligation to answer you. If you want to know something, why don't you concentrate all your energy into finding out? You are heroes, after all. You should have no problem saving yourselves. Ha ha ha! You son of a bitch. Laughing at my pain, are you? Right. I need business cards, is what I need. The town's in uproar. Give me your business card. Town hall manager who just woke up. This is trouble, big trouble. It just had happened while I was dozing. I mean, not paying attention. This is outrageous. Why do these troubling incidents keep happening to me? I thought all my troubles were over last year. I heard there's already an uproar in front of the club. If that's true, there's no stopping him from becoming major news. Bad rumors will spread about the town. That's something I want to avoid at all costs, no matter what the consequence. Especially in light of my election. Well, that is what matters. Whoop! There are lines in front of my desk. This is because I was deep in my thoughts. Yes, clearly, that's it. Everyone, keep this a secret. Let me give you this, my name card. Come see me if you need me for anything. Let's deal with this in a positive manner. Definitely behind closed doors. Confidential, wink wink style, you know what I mean? The, hey, it's okay card. So if you didn't think he actually talked like that, first I direct you to his mustache. Secondly, his name card is the, hey, it's okay card. What else do I need to do? Talk to these guys in here, I think? What's up? Still feel the presence of an evil king in this town. Instincts have always been right. I wonder if it's the cozy relationship scandal that caused by this evil king. Shouldn't jump to conclusions. If it's true that the club and the ghosts have joined hands to rake in profit, I would be aiming my sword at my own people. The presence I continue to feel. I wonder where it could be. Odious hero. Somehow the townsfolk seem to look at us heroes differently. It's an odious feeling. Perhaps it's better I leave this town for a while. You're a terrible hero. I do know who I need to talk to, ultimately. But what's the flag that triggers him? I might have to go upstairs for it. I need to go upstairs anyway. A guy shows up here that I need to talk to, but I don't remember what the flag that triggers him is. I thought it was talking with this guy. It might be talking with this guy over here. Hold on. This could be the flag. Hey, circus boy, I heard you saved the day. That's great, I'm really impressed. On the other hand, look at the other heroes. Well, you've heard of the Heroes Club, right? Rumor has it they've got a cozy relationship with Mr. Big Ink. Do you know what I mean by a cozy relationship? Well, it means they're doing bad things by sticking together. Problem is, Mr. Big Ink is run by ghosts. You see the problem too, don't you? Doesn't it reek of evil deeds? I smelled a rat right away. They're symbiotic, like an arsonist and a firefighter. They seem to be using each other to exchange information on artifacts, precious stones, etc. Do you know what this means? It means ghosts and heroes who we think of enemies are working together to extort money from us. I don't like it one bit, no I don't. What? They're into evil deeds on their own, and I didn't know about it. I'm jealous. Oh, that's right, I forgot about this guy. So that's not a cheap trick or anything? Why, you boy, you're in it together with a ghost, aren't you? He's not a ghost. Don't you mix me up with that lowly being such as those ghosts. His ghost's got an attitude. What's going on, boy? I was just beginning to respect you, too. Tell me what the heck's happening. Stop, like the boy says, this guy's not a ghost. This guy is, how should I explain this? He's the embodiment of evil. Oh, wait, that's not better. Never mind, I don't want to hear any excuses. I'm disappointed in you, boy. Well, so long. Man, what a letdown. Guess I can't even trust my own instincts. I think, yeah, it's spawned him in. Okay. I need to head up top anyway, so. You guys are heroes! Must be tough with the rumors. I heard the rumor got started by Mr. Big Ink itself. Who would have guessed? But this is top secret information, okay? I don't believe rumors. I only believe what I see with my eyes. That's sort of why I say there are UFOs and aliens. This guy's 7'9". I believe because I saw it's very substantiated. He seems trustworthy. I need a card from a scientist and a card from a... I think it's supposed to be like a telephone girl. Because that's a thing in Japan, and, like, they just put one of those in this game, but, you know, the equivalent over here would be a hooker. Because Japan's weird and has things like telephone girls and, what is it? Cabaret. Yes. Magical avatar thing, Blue Dragon, definitely similar to Stan here. Yeah? But Okage did first, don't forget. More like sex line operators. Oh, well, I guess. That's not... Is that really a thing anymore at this point? Feel sick, I got a headache. Hungover gal, poor gal. Body's aching all over. Why do I keep doing this to myself? I'm too old for this. Where am I? How embarrassing, I must have fallen asleep. I'm such a loser. I've been drooling. I'm afraid to see what it looked like right now. But I've got a swanky mirror. Got something nice, can I see it? Oh, God, I've got to reapply my makeup. Customers will call me creepy. Well, she's definitely meeting people face to face. Better get ready to go out and work now that my headache's going away. Young boy, you might be too young for now, but call me at this number if anything happens. Is she referring to my balls dropping? Because that's... I've always wondered that. What does she mean if anything happens? Might not be much help, but I can comfort you if you feel like crying. Well, now I kind of feel like visiting this bar more often. Stan, definitely not immune to the charms of women. Hello, little ghost. I'd love you to visit me as my customer. I'm not a ghost, but I'll forgive you for that slight this time. Ahem. Got the gaudy card. Yeah, I have no idea what she's meant to be. Clearly, like, a call girl? Maybe it's meant to be a cabaret thing? I don't know. But, she's there. What do you guys want? Just give me your card, man. No one cares. I need your damn card. He's H. Kiesling, 45, lead chief researcher on bronze toenail clippers or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Give me your card. Missing dynamite dialogue, but I'd like to get to the next dungeon. Alrighty. Anyway. Alright, we've got everything. I should save the game just in case. There's a not that easy fight coming up here in a second. It's a bit of a doozy. I think it's against a scarecrow and some hippos. You know, classic combination. Scarecrow plus hippos equals boss fight. Well, I'm not changing party members, so moot point. Games that let you change party members like this. I remember when I first watched my sister play this game. She was playing Legend of the Dragoon on PS1 at roughly the same time. And I remember I also was like fascinated by the party change system, and I can only have 3. I played a fair bit of that actually one time, and then it got really hard. Hey guys, heroes, you're gonna put yourselves into it, aren't you? With force! Well, of course you are. That's great. Step inside. Never find out who that weirdo is, the man in black. Can I just give you the card, I wonder? Official card. Oh, please forgive me. Yes, I can. You've been referred to us by the head... This is the Customer Care Subsection Chief. Referred to us by the head of the Research Center. Someone from the second floor will be with you right away. Come this way through the stairs. I need the... Did I not get the... Oh, yeah, okay. The AXOK card. Like, my card's short. Oh! I'm a customer care subsection chief. Please, forgive us. You've been referred by the town manager. Someone from the 3rd floor will be with you right away. Come this way through the stairs. What? Whose name card is this? Sorry, I'm the claims department manager. Speedrunning the tower, clearly. We can't let you come upstairs without a proper referral. What? The name on this card belongs to the hostess at Mirage. It even has a... Yeah, I guess it's Cabaret. It even has her cell phone number. Oh, please, I beg you. May I have this name card? Oh, please, may I keep this name card? I'll take you upstairs. Yes, I will. I will personally take you upstairs, so please. Sure. Hooray! I can't believe this! Come this way, please. Come ahead and upstairs. I can use this name card to hit on the hostess. Hip hip hooray! I mean, you could also try talking to her like a okay, well. He wasn't having it. And lastly, the ordinary card. The runaround executive director. Love it. Whose name card is this? Sorry, but we can't take you upstairs because someone referred to you. What? This can't be. Thought I'd be surprised? Yeah, right. This is someone's name card from Tennell Village Hall. This won't do at all. So long. Go on. Go on home. See you later, alligator. Some attitude. He has enough attitude to work retail. Oh! Got him! And all of retail. By the way, the customers suck, but this game came out in 2001 when we kind of like hated retail employees, so. My studies have shown that useless people need lots of red tape to make them feel more important. It's true. That line is still relevant to this day. This looks evil, really evil. So evil I'm jealous. I should be like this. What should we do? Do you have any ideas, Ari? Let's look for another name card. Another name card? Whose name would be effective? Who would have that much authority in this town? What about using my authority? Some authority. You got rejected on the first floor. What about my charm and magical power? Oh, the so-called tempura rice bowl. Highly advanced comic technique. Look it up, I don't know. What are you doing your research on? Do not make such a racket arguing. I have a name card too. That's it! Your Highness, could you give us the name card to that man there with the attitude problem? Did you guys talk it over? This is my name card? Be grateful. What? Be grateful? Yeah, right. What are you, a flower patch? Let's see here. Oh my god! Please forgive my rudeness. Princess Marlene. Forgive my recent lack of courtesy. That's alright. You were discourteous on a number of occasions, but I grant you forgiveness. Oh, Your Highness. Wow. So what do you think? Ari, do you finally have some respect for me? Are you happy that I saved you? Thanks. I see, it pleases me you're happy. Let's move along then. Yes. I'm not at all happy. No. Why didn't this one take out her name card in the first place? That's a good point. It's another very arg point to make. Why the hell didn't you do that to begin with? Ran around collecting business cards for no goddamn reason. What? It's that guy again. Princess, we thank you so much for coming. I'm the chairman of Mr. Big Ink. How do you do? You know, Princess, if you would only introduce yourself from the beginning, we would have been nice to you. Well, that's a sign of a good company. What's my type of point again? Sorry, I missed it. Princess had a name card that would have gotten us past all the runaround and executives that were stopping us from making progress, but she didn't show it until the last guy. And Stan's like, why the hell didn't you bring that up in the first place? God damn it. This must be the guy who's spreading stupid rumors about a cozy relationship between heroes and ghosts. What are you talking about? Anyway, Your Highness, I have a business proposal for you. I would like Your Highness to be our honorary advisor. Of course, you won't turn us down, would you? I decline. Ah, well, shit. See, you're a strong-willed young lady. But this proposal will bring profit to the both of us. Yeah, it seems like a point I'd make. It's true. It would be very useful for an information business like ours to have a royal seal of approval. Fun fact, there is kind of a royal seal of approval on things in the UK. The royal family can have, like, we endorse this because we eat it for breakfast, and I know for a while, like, Cocoa Puffs had the royal seal of approval. Because, like, some of the Queen's grandkids or whatever were big fans of Cocoa Puffs. So it's like the royal seal of approval, Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, that's to your benefit alone. Why should I care? That's right. I'm sure you're thinking of making unethical money using the princess's name. I'm more interested in you explaining the rude behavior of your underlings. Could you be quiet, woman? You talk so much. Is your heroism all talk too? Oh, sorry, am I being rude? Collect coconuts! I said Cocoa Puffs, for God's sakes. Princess, think about this for a moment. We've witnessed the power of information operatives, given the rumors about the hero and ghosts. That wasn't very nice of us, was it? How would you like it if a rumor spread around the world that you and that kid over there were seen smooching? Collect Cocoa Puffs. You wouldn't like it at all, would you? So you understand now, don't you? My proposal is also beneficial to your highness, in that you won't have to make me an enemy. Bah! Well, you know that all the townsfolk have seen you and the kid running around together. And it'll be all over the streets. Princess Kish's pushover kid. Why's it gotta be a pushover kid, huh? It can't just be kid? How about ragamuffin kid? Or like, well-dressed kid? I'll take farm kid, for God's sakes. Why's it gotta be pushover kid? Dirty, romantic, and royal. Juicy. Well, of course, the actual rumor will be more graphic and cruel, but I'm a man of class, so... farm chickens, of course. How perfectly evil. Brilliant, using the threat of social stigma, a subtle but potent attack. Stan would never have thought of it. Hey! What did you say? Oh, shut up. Keep quiet. Fine, go ahead and spread your rumor. I'll not let your scheme control me. Oh, it appears Your Highness doesn't fully grasp the mechanics of gossip. A kiss never truly stays a kiss. By morning, they'll be saying the princess is in love with her servant, and totally had back alley anal. I mean, that's the rumor I'm going to start, but, you know. That's what they'll be saying. How cruel. Shut up, it does not bother me. It's because Ari and I are truly in love. Is that not right, Ari? Huh? Princess is trying to trick him. You gotta play along better. Your Highness, don't get so serious. I'm only kidding. But it goes to show children are no fun at all. You can't even threaten them properly. Possibly one of my favorite lines in this game. Children are no fun at all. You can't even threaten them properly. I really didn't want to resort to using force, but I must insist on your cooperation, Princess. Oh my god. Great sound effect. Chairman, evil king of chairman, aka ex-chairman. I am the evil king of chairman, an evolved evil for a civilized age, the age of disinformation. Truly in love, is that what having a slave is called in this game? Well, again, trying to trick, Mr. Big over here. Despite the fancy smoke, he doesn't look much different, does he? Is he really an evil king, Stan? You may be a professor, but you're pretty green with the real thing. Can't you see his magical power is now increased enough to incinerate the building? That's not good. Whatever, come on everyone, let's get them all at once. Oh, wait a second, let me show you how smart I am. Guys like this just love to brag, and their tales are so repetitive. Some manners for a princess. Listen, I'm much smarter than those other so-called evil kings. Oh yeah, I was about to be like, is that true? And then I remembered what his plan is, and I'm like, no, it's not. He might be the stupidest one, actually. Listen to this sick evil plan. It's a very 7-9 evil plan. Ahem, that's not good. Gee, you don't say, Kiesling. Yeah, no. Understated, but accurate. Ahem. First, by spreading dishonorable rumors about the heroes, we have made the public turn their backs on them. But public opinion is still not law. We're with him so far. It checks out. An official denouncement by the princess and the people will feel free to act and punish the heroes. Maybe a stretch, but okay, yeah, if you force an official denouncement by the princess, that's definitely going to be bad for the heroes. The shame and persecution will drive the heroes into hiding. Probably true. Then we will reveal the location of evil kings. Okay. With no heroes left, the evil kings will have to fight amongst themselves. I don't know why they do that. Then they'll all die, leaving me the only one. Then the world will automatically be mine. What an intelligent plan. Yeah, I'm gonna let the game say it. Boy, after listening to the whole story, it's a rather pushy plan, isn't it? Yeah, he's not as smart as he says. No matter. Yeah, it's a real, get lucky sort of situation. That's not a good plan. I was with you there for the first third. Could this backfire? Maybe it could backfire. It could also just never happen. Here's where the evil kings are. And the evil kings are like, oh, neat. Anyway, they just don't fight each other. Evil King of Chairman, are you ready to fight my subordinates now? Oh no, I'm the chairman until my world conquest is imminent. I'll remain a dignified figurehead. I make it a rule to leave these trivial matters to middle management. Come out, managers, section chiefs, subsection chiefs, and staff leaders. That is a good bit, where he calls his subordinates and they come in through the walls and they're like staff managers and shit. Whoa, what's this? Negotiate. I mean, fight with them. Everyone dies except for the princess. Alright, let's trash his office, baby. Yep, 2 hippos. That's a hippo, don't question it. And a scarecrow. Well, they're all ice-based. Or all fire-based, excuse me. So I believe they're all weak to ice. Let's kill the scarecrow first. And you, yeah, you still only have the one spell. God damn it, Kiesling. You know, when I first played this game, as soon as we got, Marlene as a party member, I immediately went to an inn to see if I could, like, have her in my party instead of Kiesling, just because Kiesling is so bad at everything he does. I was very disappointed. I need to buy nuts next chance I get. One more hit should do it. There we go. Good stuff. No level up though, so that's unfortunate. Strong, aren't you? Especially that strange shit. He didn't do anything. How about joining my company? Doing meaningful work? I'll offer you a top salary in an office with a view. How diabolical. You clueless businessman. Don't you get it yet? I'm in a different class than you. Evil and chaos, fear and darkness. One who could rule the Shush! Get serious. In the name of all heroes, the vanguards of justice and peace. Hey, you ox! You messed up my lines. For this happiness of the people, the sword of light ends evil. You step back, you evil king of chairmen. You who aspire to be a sophisticated villain with your housewife lies. Your Highness, I was just about to... It would only be better if, like, it panned over to Kiesling and he had a speech. As long as I am princess, I will not tolerate the existence of such tacky evil. Go, my servants! We had speeches and everything. Man, you're not exactly together now, are you? You need to work as a team. But never mind my lectures. As of now, I've resigned from the post of chairman. I have no liabilities whatsoever. So long! Bitch. I must hurry to the escapeless abyss in the room. I probably shouldn't have told them exactly where I was going. That's a real fucking bonehead move on my part. Gotta run! I don't believe it. He got away. Blast! Slave, follow him. He's getting away with my magical power. Escapeless abyss. We'll find him with the map of evil kings. Right, my adventure will miss its climax if I let him get away. Alright, let us follow him. Social damage control. Rumors won't die until he does. May have different motives, but the same general idea. Let's get him. I don't care one way or the other, but no one's listening to me. Kiesling. Words of wisdom. Speaking of people attacking heroes, it's a bit off topic. Something that always grinded my gears in The Witcher. Off we go, my servants. Is that every moron just decides to attack Witchers for no good reason. Well, yeah, they've got that whole mutant prejudice freak thing about them. Relatable Kiesling. He's the best Kiesling. I'd say something here, but no one seems to give a damn, so I'll save my breath. He also scolds Rosalind and Stan very early on in Rashlow as well. It's another very relatable Kiesling moment. Just think about it for a second. Witchers are genetically modified murder machines capable of killing monsters. Well, they have two swords, don't they? Mastermind. That's a great sign. They got the two swords, right? One for monsters and one for men. Monsters, and then just some random schmucks decide to insult and attack them in small numbers. Or 1v1 battles for no reason. They weren't taught any sense. Well, I mean, within the books, yeah, the prejudice against Witchers is always a little bit rough, but they do have, like, at least numbers. And Witchers generally are smart enough to not go around murdering everyone, so they kind of just take the abuse on the chin. In the games, that's a video game thing. I mean, why do random bandits attack the Dragonborn when he's like a level 45 sorcerer and you're like a level 8 pickpocket? It is what it is. There's some things you just kind of have to accept because it's a video game. Like going to the hotel to save. If I die, I don't just wake up in my hotel, but, you know, in a video game I do. We just kind of allow it. In real life, if I was like a fabled murder machine, people probably wouldn't bother me in the streets one-on-one. In video games, gotta Gotta have something to do in between the story bits, right? You wake up at the Pokemon Center instead. It's true. Although, I think according to the anime, the Pokemon Center is a hotel. Or, like, it's a place where people can stay. There's, like, beds there. What can I upgrade? I can upgrade her. I can upgrade Ari. God, even the Nameless Sword would be better. And that's only, like, 470, so I'll buy the Nameless Sword, I guess. Omni Slice would be good, but it's really pricey. But now I can still afford the Hardy Rapier, so I'll take that. Oh, I gotta get my first star badge. I just remembered. And, oops. You gotta get your Hardy Rapier. It's a center for all Pokemon-related needs. How aptly named, yeah. Pressure or not, it's never a good idea to just attack a genetically altered and professionally trained monster killer just because you don't like them. That's a recipe for disaster. Well, yeah. But, you know, there's... If the people have never seen a Witcher, they've only heard about them, they might be like, it can't be that tough, and there's like 20 of us versus one of him. Against, you know, like a Griffin or something, it's, you know, easy to be like, well, even with 20 of us, we'll never take down that Griffin. But, you know, against a guy that's man-sized, it's pretty easy to go, hey, there's 20 of us and one guy there. We can totally take him on, even though he beat the Griffin by himself. Besides, there's plenty of people in The Witcher that are just like, kill the monster, I killed it. Here's your money. Thank you, sir. Yeah, anyway, I got you guys to hook up, even though you're kind of an insane shark man. Thanks for the first star badge. Best item in the game? Well, best guard item in the game. Evades attacks and spells. It increases Ari's luck, which is normally like 0, or his dodge, which is normally like 0 to 10. So, yeah, as long as you play defensively with Ari, he basically can't be killed at this point, because attacks will just miss him now. It's also not like on a 100 scale, that 10. It's like on a... I think the, it's getting into coding at this point, but I think it's on like a 47 scale. It picks a number 1 to 47 for an attack to hit, and, yeah, if it rolls below the threshold of dodge, then you just dodge it and you miss it. Which with that first star badge, is increased by 10. So Ari, normally having 0, now has 10. I believe is how it works. True, I guess. Yeah. It's mob mentality. Although, the people that attack the Witcher one-on-one, I just am forced to assume they don't know he's a Witcher. Or, you know, maybe, like, in the books occasionally, it's like a bounty hunter or something that's after him. Like a hired guard is there to kill him. Hired gun is there to kill him. In which case, alright, it makes a little more sense that he's going after a Witcher. I do love the first chapter of the first book where it's like, yeah, 2 Witchers came by earlier looking at this job and they said, not doing it. That's why I respect Witchers. They looked at this job and said, fuck that, and left. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like I can do that. Plenty of other people have said, I can do it, just pay me money. And then, you know, it didn't work. Witchers are like, nope, pass, you're screwed, bye. There's no doubt he's here further inside. I can smell him. He smells like grease and... honestly, that's it. Really? It's coming from a guy who doesn't even notice his own slave under his very nose until he transforms. Ah! That's because, lazy slave was sleeping! It's all your fault, slave. You slave servant. Did I give you permission to abuse my servant? I think not. Don't you think it's strange? I thought the Chairman Evil King liked modern, sophisticated things. And he secludes himself in a place like this, where he's back against the wall. I suppose at his core, he's still an Evil King. That's true. Even I feel at ease when I'm in a cave like this. Enough about Evil King's habits. I'm a hero. I only want to hunt down and beat Evil Kings wherever they may be. Oh boy, this woman's brain has a clog. Seems like all the nutrition that should have gone to her head did a beeline to her waist. What'd you say about my waist? My waistline is demure and enticing, you spatula face. I order you to settle down. Fools! This is a haunt of an evil king. Be serious. Come on, Ari, lead the way. Oh god, what a dysfunctional party. This fucking music. Hey, hey. Oh. Ah. Not a fan of the music in this area. Fairest Witcher, being essentially freelancers gives them the right to accept or refuse any job they want. Oh yeah, it's true. In fact, I think it's part of, like, the draw of being a Witcher. You're not loyal to anyone. Although Geralt clearly is, but you're not supposed to be loyal to anyone. Geralt clearly plays favorites. Hell, in The Witcher 2, I think he starts with, what is it, Foltest, I think? He's the King's Witcher. Or, like, Foltest is trying to get him to be the King's Witcher. And then he, like, I forget the name of the guy, but he, like, helps him with a castle siege. And Foltest is like, oh, thanks for that. Let me, I'll grant your request. And he's like, I'd very much like to go home and not be the King's Witcher. And Foltest is like, oh, fine. I guess you can. And then Foltest got killed by, what's his name? The big dude. The Witcher with, like, the bear charm on him. Can't remember his name. Huge guy! Went around killing kings as a favor to an elf. Frickin' Scoia'tael, I swear. So many problems because of those guys. Ultimately, they were better than, you know, the competition, but come on, guys. You weren't making the situation, hey, finally learned a spell. They were not making the situation better, those frickin' Scoia'tael. Chaos reigned, goddammit. Which I guess is what they wanted, ultimately. Let's put a hold on dropping down into the pit. No, actually. Guess I need to leave this floor. That said, I guess actually being a Witcher is, you gotta survive that process, don't you? The whole drugs at birth process. Here's a crap ton of drugs that basically change how your brain and metabolism work. If you live, cool, you're a Witcher. If you don't, well... Hey, you know, at least we take orphans, so no one will miss you, right? Starts with full test. I gotta replay Witcher 2. Partly for the achievements. I played it when it first... Well, I played the Enhanced Edition on Xbox when it came out ages ago. But, I haven't touched it in forever. And it'd be fun to go back and get the achievements in that. Especially since none of the achievements are, like, online co-op related, so, you know, I can get them at my own pace. They're not timed to any, like, calendar events or anything. Looking at you, games like Batman and Call of Duty. Starts Forest. Northern Geralt at some point, even though an official Knight of Rivia, well, he was knighted, by the Queen of Rivia, or like a Duchess or something of Rivia. I don't know if he's an official Knight of Rivia, per se. I guess that would make you a Knight of Rivia, but... You know what I mean. It was a Battlefield promotion anyway. I don't know if that's gonna stick. Being a freelancer and double-edged sword in terms of it offers certain freedoms. It's less stable work-wise. Yeah, they make a point of that in the book. There's like a really interesting conversation with Dandelion, where he's explaining that the world's kind of evolving past Witchers. Might be times when there's a lot of work and other times where there's no work at all. Yeah, I think the exact, like, examples Dandelion gives is, like, Geralt gives. One of them's talking about it, and he's like, I came into a town and saw a dragon flying overhead. I went to the villagers, and I was like, how much to kill the dragon? And they're like, oh, please don't. That's the Duke's daughter's favorite pet dragon. She'd be heartbroken if it died, and she's just so precious. We don't want that. So he didn't kill the dragon. The town was just cool with it. And it's like, there's a troll under the bridge demanding a fee, and it's like, how much for the fee? And he's like, oh, you know, the town's like, or no, he's like, how much to kill the troll and stop him charging people? And he's like, oh, no, don't kill the troll. Flood season, he fixes the bridge for free, and he's way cheaper than a repair crew. And I think Dandelion's point was, yeah, Pied Pipers were great and all for a while there, getting rid of rats, but someone figured out you could domesticate a weasel, and all the pipers went away, because weasels don't sleep with your daughter, and they don't cost as much. And it's like, boy, yeah, now that you mention it, that does make a lot of sense. Why hire a piper when you can just get a pet weasel? No more rats. It's a really funny conversation. Shout out to, I think, I can't pull in the author's name. Shout out to that guy for being, very good at writing conversations like that. He's had some moments in his books that are really annoying to read. Like, he's terrible about writing fight scene perspectives and whatnot. There's a fight scene that happens from the point of view, like a whole barroom beat-up brawl scene that's written from the point of view of a half-blind guy hiding under a table. And it's like, what the hell are you doing, man? Interesting, yes, but goddamn, no one wants to read that. We want to read it from, like, the people participating in the fight's perspective. Ugh. Trail of Grass is very high mortality rate. Trial of Grass, excuse me. From what I remember, Geralt has undergone mutations before the Trial of Grass, making him one of the few, maybe only Witcher has undergone those further mutations. Yeah, he, like, underwent further transformation and became, like, the best Witcher or whatever. Not to take away from other Witchers, they make it very clear that while Geralt's, like, the best Witcher, all Witchers are, like, really good at what they do. Geralt's top-tier Witcher, but Witcher is, like, still way better than your layman in a fight. You're not going to, unless you get very lucky or have a lot of training, beat a Witcher, regardless if it's Geralt or not. Ghost dodging. Like the opposite of Danny Phantom up in here. Good old Witcher. Yeah, it's probably about time I replayed Witcher 2. And I have now, confused Ari? That's annoying. It's about time I, if you wait, I can kind of beat the confusion. Yeah, I can work around. Andrei Sapkowski. Yeah, that sounds right. Author of Witcher, and I wrote Beyond, not Before. Sorry, yeah. I was reading quickly and focusing on multiple things. Not to undersell other Witchers and their achievements, but from a biological standpoint, Geralt has the advantage. Oh, yeah. Well, I think that's partly because he's, like, he was given to them, like, right away, right? Like, his mom basically up and said, here, take the kid, I don't want him. And they were like, I mean, okay, I guess. Whereas other children that went on to become Witchers, they, like, went out and sought themselves and founded monasteries and shit like that, orphanages. So they had Geralt, like, from birth, where the other kids were, like, a couple years old by that point. I think that's the explanation. It's a shame. I have... Oh, he's still confused. Huh. I have Witcher 1 on PC, Witcher 2 on Xbox, and Witcher 3 on PlayStation 4. So... I can't, like, carry my save across any Witcher games. I kind of just have to, like, shoot choose my story at that point. But it'd be fun going back through Witcher 2. It was a fun game. Witcher 3 is obviously superior, but, you know. I liked Witcher 2 and its rustic charm. Witcher 3 is a huge improvement. It's like, here's just a massive open world. Go do everything. All the side quests are extremely well written and fleshed out. Like, rad. What's Witcher 2? Pretty much that, but instead of like one massive open world, it's more like 3 smaller maps that are fairly open themselves, but, you know. You're not gonna be getting lost in the massive immersive world this way. Also, when you leave the map, it's a point of no return. So, not as good, but still pretty good. It also introduced a lot of good characters. I think 2 was the first time we met, oh, what's her name? The sorceress who loses her eyes. I can't remember her name. Not Yennefer, not Trish, which are the 2 sorceresses everyone remembers. I don't think anything has to do with Geralt being able to undergo... That has anything to do with Geralt being able to undergo the second level of mutation. Trial of Grass basically just Russian roulette with genetic modifications. Well, my point is they got to him early, so they were able to, like, mold him better, whereas other Witcher potentials or wannabes, they got while they got at very young ages, but, you know, were more mature, and therefore they couldn't modify as well. Because they got Geralt so bright and early in his life that he was mutated even further, or they bothered to try and mutate him further with positive results. I think, again, don't quote me on that, but I think that's the explanation. Christ, it's gonna kill me! What's that witch's name? She's one of my favorites, too. Super annoying. She was a king's witch. Philippa. Yeah, Philippa Eilhart. That was it. Good old Philippa. It was the Eilhart that I was, like, on the tip... It was on the tip of my tongue, but I couldn't remember. What would never have gotten Philippa? I'd have gotten Eilhart. Eventually, I assume. For the record, those are like the 3 witches. Nothing important ever happens in The Witcher regarding witches unless it's one of those 3. Philippa Eilhart, Trish Marigold, and Yennefer. Yennefer, what's her name? Whatever her last name is. She's in the books as well, right? Philippa? Yeah, she's in the books. No idea. I read 1 book and watched a bit of the 3rd game in the show. You played bits of the 3rd game. You didn't watch the 3rd game. I mean, really. Nah, Philippa is in the books. She's running around in those. Not in the 1st book, but she shows up later. She's the sorceress for, No, Trish is the sorceress for Full Test. I was gonna say, I think she might be the sorceress for Full Test. She's the sorceress for, It's not a very powerful leader. Like, it's someone important, but whoever it is, like, kinda Philippa's bitch at the same time. Philippa's the one really running the country. Which is fair, she's good at what she does. You know, until she gets her eyes plucked out. Spoilers, by the way. Grim scene! Grim scene. Huh. Good old Okage dungeons. I don't think I've ever, like, in all of my playthroughs of this, I don't think I've ever been able to focus on the dungeons for, like, the entirety of the stream. They're so long, and they're so samey. It's just like, I mean, what do you want from me? My mind has to stray and talk about other things. I've talked about so much shit doing these dungeons. And this isn't even the worst dungeon. This is arguably the 2nd or 3rd worst dungeon. For, like, its tedium and, lack of knowing where to go. Also, Tissa de Rise, sorceress who trained Yennefer and Triss Marigold. Yeah, but she's relevant in the show, but she's way less relevant in the books and games. She's just kind of an afterthought there. Dungeons are by far the worst part of this game. Yeah, with the exception of Big Bull's dungeon, I don't like any of the dungeons. Thematically, they're all quite interesting. You know, here's an abyss that, you know, advertises itself as escapeless. That's kind of cool. They all have gimmicks. Bull's gimmick is invisible doors. That's pretty rad. The theme song's bumping. It's not that complicated. Can't complain. I like Bull's dungeon. Epros' dungeon is by far the most tedious. The World Library is great thematically, but you know, it's very big and very long. It takes forever. This is rough for the third dungeon. The first one with, like, the bubble... I say third, it's really the second. The first one with the Bubble Evil King's not bad. Everything's kind of sparsely laid out, so it's real easy, but... yeah, it's no secret the dungeons are the weakest part of this game. Story, characters, writing, even the overworld, all of it's very good. And then you get to the dungeons, and it's like, eh. I can see why people maybe didn't stick with this game after, like, this part. In my opinion, if you can get past this dungeon, you're probably gonna really like and appreciate this game. A bit of a steep barrier to entry, you know, third boss, second dungeon in the game, but there it is. As far as, other minor characters from The Witcher I like, I say minor, side characters. There was a, I really liked, at the end of the first book, there's a dwarf named, like, Dennis, I think, that I really liked, who we never saw again, unfortunately. He was really cool. His spiritual successor kind of lives on in, Zevran, who's a really cool guy. I love Zevran. Who admittedly is just kind of your stereotypical dwarf, but, you know. Zevran's still, he's still cool. She's in the games, she kills herself in the book. She's mentioned in the games. There's like a whole, one of the games is a quest where you, deal with like, a journal of hers that, like, is leading to a curse or something, I don't remember. Is this a guy that's gonna rob me? It's a golem, so I'm always wary of them. Since the bad poetry golems 100% rob you. He's not gonna get a chance to if he was planning on it. So yeah, she's mentioned in the games, but she doesn't appear. And she was certainly in the show. So yeah, I really liked Dennis the dwarf. I liked Zevran. I like the dwarves in general. There was an elven archer in the books who I also really liked. Who the big thing I remember about her, I say elven. She was actually a human raised by elves. What I remember most about her was that apparently she was like this. There were like songs and rumors about her, so Dandelion was kind of fascinated with her. And he was like, is it true that the elven women cut off one breast so they're better archers? And she's just like, what the? No. What? What a stupid thing to do. Why would anyone do that? Who told you that? He's like, well, I mean, I just thought. She's like, well, don't. It's a terrible idea. She hasn't reached the point where she offs herself yet. But... the show is also a very rough adaptation of the books, to be fair. Don't get me wrong, it's a good adaptation, but it's not by any means a word-for-word adaptation. It's definitely taking some liberties. It's also missing one of my favorite characters from the books. I always liked Yarpen Zigrin. Yeah, Zigrin's great. Two characters I really liked in the books. One they'll never get to. There's like a guy in the first book who's been, he was like cursed by a harpy creature thing to be like a wereboar. He's got like tusks, but he's like perfectly civil about it. He's totally cool. He's like, you know, I was kind of a shitty little shrimpy kid in my youth, and ever since I got cursed, I'm really jacked now, and like, no one bothers me. Farmers send me their daughters because they think I want tribute, which, you know, I guess is nice. There was a really fun one a while ago. She ran around naked. She was a blast. I had a great time with her, but eventually she went home. I was like, I like that guy. That guy was cool. There's also a vampire character in the books who I really liked that I want to see the show handle. Or for him to reappear. I think he did reappear in the games, actually, in the Blood and Wine DLC in the third one. But, yeah, that vampire guy was really cool. Again, 99% sure he showed up in the Blood and Wine DLC, but may have been a different vampire. Seems like a waste if it is. Could have just been that guy. Just taking quite a few liberties with this adaptation. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You know, a show is going to change things when it adapts to a medium. That's kind of the point. But, you know, it's about how well it does it, and I think The Witcher show is doing quite well. In particular, they're really taking some liberties with Yennefer's character. By which I mean they're giving her more of a backstory, which... not a bad thing. Little heavy on the orgies, if you ask me, but, you know, not ultimately a bad thing. There's still urns on this floor? God damn, man. Where is this other urn? Drop down the hole, I guess. Maybe there'll be stairs that'll take me back up. Nope, this is just down here. There are stairs, like, over here. Ugh. Why did I try and do this without my... Oh, that's how I get... Okay, why did I try and do this without my map? Ugh. God, my maps are right behind me, too, in a box. I could have just grabbed them. Oh, I need to get to over there somehow. Alright, well, where's that staircase? That's where the flippin' urn is. Nivellid? Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, the stairs aren't there. Dude, who because of his curse could also manipulate and do stuff in the castle, because he appears in the show. Does he? Is he in the second season? Because I haven't seen the second season yet. I don't think he... Could he manipulate and do stuff in the castle? I don't remember. I know he was like a wereboar creature, and he was just kind of living off on his own. And like this harpy woman cursed him. Geralt asks him like, hey, do you want me to cure you? And he's like, nah, not really. I'm alright. I don't mind, honestly. Geralt's like, okay, I guess. But then he hangs around anyway and cures him. Because he's just such a sweetheart. Yeah, I somehow missed this urn. Ugh, Jesus. This dungeon. Your curse was lifted by true love or some such. No, not at all. His curse was lifted by Geralt killing the harpy that cursed him. It's literally the second chapter of the first book, which is called A Last Wish. I'll tell you that much. That's the best I can do. It's the second chapter of A Last Wish. The guy who shows up in that. Not counting the interludes where he's hanging out in a monastery. It's the second actual story in A Last Wish. After the bit with the stricken. If you're referring to the hedgehog-headed guy who was like the father of Siri originally, nah, I don't care about him. Which, boy howdy, did he look better in my mind than he did in the show. Like, I had an image of him in my brain that the show did not match. Show made him look kind of like garbage, I'll say it. Remember the story, the dude's current girlfriend was an Alp, so Geralt had to kill her. It wasn't his girlfriend. She had a crush on him. He didn't even know about her, I believe. She was, like, watching him from the hills, all possessive-like, but... yeah, the Alp was the one keeping the curse going, so Geralt killed her and the curse ended. Or maybe the Alp had bewitched him. I don't know. It's been years. But I know when Geralt met him originally, the Alp wasn't there. And again, he just seemed chill, being like a, you know, werebeast man guy. It's like, yeah, alright. You do you, buddy. How do I get out of here? I'm on floor 1. I need to get back to the save area. That's Nevelin, I think. Not referring to Ciri. He does appear in the second season of the show. Minor spoilers. Like I said, I haven't seen the second season yet. Boy, the curse is broken by true love, huh? That's not right. So there's an example of liberties with the show. Frankly, I prefer the original. Where there's just, like, a monster that's totally got a crush on him, and Geralt kills her, and it's like, well, that broke the curse, because she was the one cursing you. Oops. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he mentions... Listen, I'll say this. I don't know... It's been a while since I've read the story, so I might be misremembering something here. But I'm pretty sure he tells about a story of, like, when he was a dumb young kid, he, like, attacked a church and got cursed that way. And, like, you know, that's how he thought he got cursed. But Geralt figured out it was an Alp that was cursing him. I don't know. It's a whole thing. He's just living on his own up in a manor. Not even a castle in the book, it's just like a stately manor. And he's like, yeah, I mean, it's a living. Bountiful, that's good. And I think the Ghost of Logos is a weapon for Kiesling? Might be armor. Yeah, Ghost of Logos. A decent weapon, I guess, but he's kind of weak, so... Alright, let's do this. We've probably got enough time to beat this guy and meet Big Bull and be done with my Metal Arms Glitch in the System stream. You better believe this is going up on YouTube as part 1 of Metal Arms Glitch in the System, by the way. What's so funny? You can't run or hide, evil king of chairmen. Prepare to make this place your grave. Lady, what's wrong with your hearing? Like I said, I've resigned as the chairman. Foggy on Nevelin's story as well. It's been ages since I read the Witcher books or played the games. He's not in the games, but yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've read the first one. And the first one, that's the thing, the first one's just a collection of short stories. Other than introducing, like, Dandelion, Yennefer, and Geralt, they're really not that important. It introduced Foltest, I guess, as well, but, you know, in the overall canon, it's, well, okay, it has the one story with Ciri that's kind of important, but the majority of the first book is unimportant to the rest of the canon. So, it's you're forgiven for, like, forgetting bits of it. I'm a former chairman, Evil King, get it? Well, it really doesn't matter. I didn't run away, though I led you here. Let me tell you something. In business, it is profit by land, profit by people, profit by the heavens. Old man in his lectures, listening to him makes my stomach churn. Let's just trounce this buffoon and be done with it. Shame on you. What I'm trying to say is I'm much stronger than you think. I'm also much smarter than you folks. Much, much smarter. Don't believe me? Fine, come and get me then. Former Chairman Evil King, though you've resigned, you're still evil in the spirit-sucking corporate way. But you can't conquer the world with that alone. No one can rule the world unless they inspire true fear in others. Isn't that right, Stan? Kiesling, maybe you're not some quack after all. That's exactly what I've been saying. See, slave Kiesling gets it, why can't you? I'm right again. What a ridiculous fool to be pompous when those weren't even your own words. What a stupid Evil King. Here, now is the crucial battle. I order you all to fight well. I'm keeping my eyes on you, Ari. Go and fight for me. Show me you can beat the evil king. I mean, this is the first time she's witnessing it. All right. Let's dance, chairman. Sorry, former chairman. Powerless is actually really good to hit the steel armor with for the first round. At least while Ari sets up overdrive bursts. Because overdrive burst, flipping killed the leader. He was a gang leader, yeah, that sounds right. They robbed a temple, killed a priestess, and she cursed him. The cure had to do with the blood of a loved one. His girlfriend was a Bruxa. Ah. She loved him, and when Geralt killed her, her blood got on Nibelheim, which lifted the curse. Then why did, I guess he knew about her, eh? And that's why he was like, when Geralt was like, want me to cure you? And he's like, nah, I'm good. He was trying to not get the Bruxa killed. That being said, why didn't Geralt just live and let live? Why wasn't he just like, nah, you'll be fine? They seem happy together. Just defend, man. He knew she was Bruxa who was killing people. She's going out and killing people. Huh. Yeah, that all rings a bell. That all rings a bell. I thought it was the Bruxa that cursed him. But, again, it's been ages, so... Oh, not overdrive. No, excuse me. He burst. Yeah, now that you say it, that makes sense. Miss! By the way, the reason you cast Powerless on these guys is because they can power themselves up. Draining Rosalind, that's not what we need. Give that big nut to Rosalind there, big boy. They are also fire, so I guess hit him with Frost. And you, overdrive on yourself. I'm playing it risky here. Risky for the bisky. Bruxa was killing people in nearby settlements from research, and Geralt saw fit to deal with her. Yeah, that's what he was doing out there in the first place, if I recall correctly. Which, yeah, okay, fair enough. Shouldn't have been killing people, Bruxa. Could have a happy life with your, sweet, rich, living a life in solitude, man-born boyfriend. This guy also has Drain, and it's super annoying. I hate Drain on this guy. It's the worst. Don't know why. I think that's part of his lower health. They saw fit to give him Drain for some reason. Rage, that's what they can do. They can fucking boost themselves with Rage, and it's super annoying. Frost and any remaining armors. Ari needs to heal himself after he bursts here. I missed one of that burst. Hopefully, two are taken out right there. Preferably 3. Okay. Still one kicking? Oh, man. Okay. Alright, it's just the one kicking. Yeah. Take a big nut, Ari. You're about to get smacked by this guy, and that's not a good thing. Okay, alright, that's fine. Rosalind, take out the armor. And Kiesling, heal yourself. Woo! Got a little dicey there. Those armors are dangerous. Once they're dealt with, the fight's... like every fight, once you deal with the minions. Evil King, 3rd. Technically 4th if you count Stan, but, you know. That's really up to you if you're counting Stan at that point or not. He's still kicking? What? Why is this steel armor still going? Put this man down. He's gonna kill Ari. Oh ho ho. Hee ha ha. Good thing I have Ari healing. Put this man down. Boss fight wise, he's the 3rd Evil King. Narrative-wise, he's the 4th. Hey, stop draining Ari's health also. Just while we're here, while we're on the subject, leave the kid alone. Game's over if he dies, alright? Christ on a bike. And kill that armor, I swear to Jeebus. Early after Ari. They are. He should be dead here. Can you cool it with the drain? He's hitting Ari again, I'm pretty sure, because fuck it, why not? Just mend yourself, kid. You're gonna need it here in a second. I hit Kiesling, alright, no one cares. That said, I would like to get Overdrive on Rosalind and Ari. Kiesling's... whatever. So I guess it's your turn up next. Yeah, you can bust a nut over on Kiesling. That's definitely what she's doing. Ari, cast Overdrive on yourself. Played this when you were a kid? Hell yeah! I've played this every year of my life since, like, 2014? And I totally played it when I was a kid as well. It's a bit of a bummer mechanic. The main character dies, game over. Well, it was 2001. That was kind of par for the course in 2001. I'd like to say we've gotten better as a gaming community and know better than that. However, Persona 5 still exists, so... I don't know what they were thinking in Persona 5 with that mechanic. Don't hit Ari for the love of... Okay, that's all fine. Let's see. Right, we're on... Actually, just wait. Oh, Kiesling. You gotta... Well, you've only got it down. I mean... maybe wait for someone else to get hit before you spend that, so... Go back to being defensive! And Rosalind, gang up on this son of a bitch. Alright, Bountiful Nut time! What's the lore of this game? Holy crap. Do you have an hour or 3 to kill? Dude, this game is so, like, meta and full of lore, it'd be impossible for me to cover it in, like, just a question like that. The elevator pitch is this kid right here got possessed by the evil king of the world who lost all his magic power, so we're running around killing other evil kings to steal it. Shit gets wild about halfway through, though, and, yeah, I don't have time to get into all that. You're asking... Listen, I'm both the right guy and the wrong guy to ask that question, because I know the answer, but I'm also going to never stop talking about it if you ask, so, maybe, find a good lore video on YouTube if you can. Or set aside an afternoon. Nice, 200 damage, you love to see it. I will take that. Kiesling, throw in a free attack, why not? Just wailing on it for punishment at this point. Shouldn't have much more health. Like 1 or 2 more hits from people that can actually deal damage. Got a YouTube vid of it? No. I always kind of wanted to make a lore video of Hokage, but I'm extremely lazy. You don't work today, so... Well, there's a lot of, like I said, background stuff going on. Honestly, the best thing I could tell you to do was, like, a first fight charm. That's not a bad item. Best thing I can do is say, like I said, I've played this game 5 or 6 times for YouTube at this point. So... go on YouTube and, like, watch one of my playthroughs. I read all the lines, we get into the lore, I talk about it that way. They're very long playlists, don't get me wrong. You're in for a lot of content if you do that. But, I mean, you'll get the gist of it. I haven't made a good truncated lore video. But yeah, YouTube in the description. Yeah, I mean, hey, you're more than welcome to. My first...
I'm watching you.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I didn't need you at my window or anything, but thanks. Appreciate it. My first playthrough from 2014 is the most popular one. I think on YouTube overall, if you type in Okage Shadow King playthrough or Let's Play Okage Shadow King, you're gonna find my first playthrough. It's just what happens on YouTube. But, yeah, I've played it through plenty of times. It is also from 2014, so you forgive me if the quality is different and I sound 7 years younger. Again, I feel my dark power returning to me. Another step towards becoming the great evil king. So, former chairman evil king, how's this for power of the real evil king? Bro, you're playing Fire Emblem! Is it the one for the Wii? No, it's one of the Game Boy Advance ones. Sacred Stones, specifically. Which, obviously, you saw when looking at the title. But yeah, played through Sacred Stones. People request games they want me to play on this channel, and when it doesn't work, I play this instead. You caught me on a weird day. What am I doing here? Where in the world am I? You don't really think you can kid us like that, do you? Not working, huh? Really? Ha! Just kidding. Thought I'd have some fun with it. But actually, something is strange. For many years now, I thought I only cared about making money. Same, brother. I worked very hard for my evil business ventures. But one day, for some reason, I felt this urge to spread rumors about heroes, even though I knew I wasn't going to make a penny off it. Completely out of character. I used to think conquering the world wasn't for me. I wanted to own the world, not conquer it. But something made me forget all of that, made me obsessed with things I'd never cared about. Come to think of it, I have no idea why I ended up in this cave. Don't know how or why I'm here anymore. It seemed really clear just a few minutes ago. I don't understand, not at all. Mr. X, former chairman evil king, does the deepest end of the sewer mean anything to you? Oh yes, I don't know why, but I have this feeling that something was at the deepest end of the sewer. Yes, I'm certain I was dreaming of being there when I was close to conquering the world. Oh, you were dreaming about it. No wonder you couldn't perform much evil. You have to get out there and do. That's good advice. Albeit a little maligned by the fact that it's evil, but, you know. Anyway, hey, slave, despite beating 3 evil kings, my magic power is not at its peak. That means there are more false evil kings out there. Why don't I have information on where they are? They must be hiding from me, but why? Come on, speak your mind. Maybe because you smell. Fool, slave! It's because they're afraid of moi, King Stan. How stupid can a human get? Stupid, stupid, stupid human. Hush, you self-proclaimed evil king. How dare you abuse my servant? The writing in this game. He only does Let's Plays on YouTube, as far as I know. Elevator pitch. Ari gets possessed by evil spirit demons and has to help Spirit regain power in order for Spirit to unpossess him, and where chaos ensues in the adventure. Well, to be fair, he'll unpossess him, but also he's helping him conquer the world. He smell. Well, yeah. As long as we can, actually get my nickname is from. That's like the first time that's happened. He keeps, Art keeps telling me to watch the show, but, I mean, I might as well. What's the name of it? It's something Arcadia, right? Or something like that. I might as well watch it at work. I've run out of things to watch from my backlog. I'll add it to my list officially. Other evil kings, then somehow we have to hunt them down and get them. I find this quite a pleasure. Your Highness, a pleasure. It's us doing all the actual fighting. Let's ask the loser ex-evil king there. No fucking mercy from Kiesling. Is there anything you can know that you can tell us? Oh yes, about the other evil kings. Well, I don't know their specific locations or forms, but I do have some information I can give you. Walk a little ways from here and you find a strange statue. They say that there's a transverse tunnel. Transverse tunnel? And what would that be? Oh, so even royalty doesn't know. They say it's a path for supplying materials and workers from the outside world to the evil kings of this one. Netflix, it's 9 out of 11. Well, that's weird. Why isn't it out of 10? Why do you need to make me think of a certain event from 2001? I ask. Not to split hairs, if you evil ex-chairman, but if you own the whole world, you might as well have conquered it at that point. Well, I mean, conquering it makes it sound like you have to put work into it, whereas owning it means you're profiting off of it. You're not a ruler, you're a profiteer, as it were. You're saying if we wait there's a possibility of other kings showing up. But if it were such an important pathway, wouldn't you need a special device or key to get in? Ah, ever the scholar. Yes, I have the device. I'll give it to you, Your Highness. But only if you promise to let me go home from here safely. Fine, I shall promise. Rosalind, is that acceptable with you two? Yeah, to be honest, I pity the evil kings after I beat them. They seem more powerless than ordinary ghosts. Oh, lady, so you pity me. You know, I'd rather you love me. What do you say? We'd make a cute couple. Never mind. I think I should just stab you after all. Take this! Now that is enough. So, ex-evil king, you may leave here after leaving the key with us. Oh, thank you, your highness. This is the key to the transverse tunnel. Hey, wants money without the hassle. There you go. Tales of Arcadia. That's it. 3 TV shows and a movie. Jesus. When you put it that way, it sounds like a lot. But yeah, it's on Netflix. I can easily watch it then. There are 3 now. What? Got a miniature statue. Nice. I'll look into, like, the correct watching order, I guess. You dropped something else. Isn't this another important item? Ah, what? Oh, this is nothing. This is just something I've had ever since I can remember being evil. Haven't the slightest idea what it's used for. If you want it, take it. Just being generous. Aren't I a swell guy? Thanks, I got a bell tube. Isn't that, what is it, like the klaxon or whatever? Time flies, bro. I know about 2 in the movies. Yeah, there's a whole 3rd one, man. Apparently. Didn't you know? Everyone knew there were 3 in the movie. After Troll Hunters was over, 2 more shows and a movie came out, and a sequel to it. Ah. So, Troll Hunters is where I should start? Got it. Tales of Arcadia Troll Hunters. God. Well, I'll be on my way. Going home to do an honest job of being a loan shark. And he's gone. I wonder if I did the right thing. He's now nothing but an insignificant villain. No one I should be concerned about. Well, alright. My shoes are soiled again. Of course, it's your fault. Fucking pouty-ass face she's making there. Thus, I grant you the honor of shining my shoes. Hurry up and get moving. Do I get to scuff them first? Oh! Got her! I'm joking. I recognize you fought well in your own way. I honor you. So then, alright, back to town. I am rather hungry.
Thus, the
start with Troll Hunters, then 3 Below, then Wizards, then the movie. Ah,
the town of Madrid.
Movie's last, huh? Alright.
But the road ahead is still long for the self-proclaimed evil king, the selfish princess, the hero with her parasol, and the ghost professor.
I mean, apt descriptions.
And for this most unlucky boy.
Most apt of all.
What misfortune yet still lies ahead.
Alright, I think we got enough time to introduce the next evil king, and, probably, wrap up there. Like I said, I gotta talk with Nathan about the game here quested not working and what we're gonna do about that. So hey, you know, next time I suddenly need another game to play. Yeah, by the way, you can tell I've put some time into this if you look at my save files. I got all the trophies on PlayStation. Took me 29 hours. Basically 29 hours. Let's call that 29 hours. And, boy, it was worth it. Love this game. My favorite was 3 Below. The movie wasn't the best, but in my opinion, it wasn't as bad as people give it credit for. Still, my favorite's the original Troll Hunters. Well, I mean, hard to beat the original. I suppose I'll watch it and see for myself. Although it sounds like I shouldn't get my hopes up for the movie. So, Transverse Tunnel is that statue off in the distance. Do you think Kiesling's wearing weird stripy socks? Ah! Or pants? Are they just, like, the most atrocious pants that have ever existed, or are they most atrocious socks that have ever existed? And if your answer is pants, what do you think his socks look like? Like, my god. Don't overhype the movie, you'll enjoy it better that way. That's fair. The movie was good, just fast-paced. Tell you what, I'll keep my expectations low, and, you know, hey. I'll either be, you know, satisfied with my low expectations, or I'll be pleasantly surprised. Can't lose if your expectations are low. Socks, thigh highs for sure. So wait, he just wears a lab coat and 2 thigh-high socks? Does he not wear pants? There's gonna be a cutscene here in a second. We gotta get a look at this guy. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Does this guy not wear pants? I mean, don't get me wrong. Definitely works for him. His character makes sense to not wear pants. They'd get in the way of his science. Normal socks, weird pants. I guess we'll see. He's in a cutscene here, like I said, in a hot second. Just get through this tunnel and we've got a hot cutscene ahead of us. Ooh, you know what I've never done that I realize I can do in this playthrough? Every time I have this cutscene, I walk a little further ahead and have the other kind of like hidden cutscene. I'm curious to see what would happen if I don't have that cutscene instead. That might be cool. Guess we can't tell because his feet are like buried in the snow. It's cold. There's nothing here. I don't see any goods. Guess that ex-chairman lied to us, didn't he? Indeed, seems there's nothing we can do. I do not care for this cold either. Shall we go back, Ari? Make me a cup of tea when we get to the hotel. Yeah, he might not wear pants because he's got this awful, like, polka dot shirt and a bolo tie. But the legs just go up. They don't... You don't get to see where his pants would be because his shirt isn't tucked in. God, he could just not be wearing pants. Don't have the encyclopedic knowledge of this game like you do. It never occurred to me he might just not be wearing pants. No, wait. Come out! You over there! It's Nathan's favorite character. Ha 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 ha! You don't order me to come out, I come out on my own. What's that? That voice, it sounds like a squashed frog. I am the terror from hell possessing the ultimate fighting technique. The exciting executioner. The wild danger. Big Bull the Bulldozer making an entrance. Hey, hey, hey! Recruit him! Tiny chest and long legs. Oh, wow. Oh, he's got like that one woman in Family Guy who's got like the legs up to her chin. Whoa, he's a live one. What are you? I've got no time to trifle with a muscle-bound meathead. Go home and inflate that husk of yours a bit more. I don't think so. I'm also known as Big Bull. It was worthwhile waiting here. If you want to keep calling yourself an evil king, then fight me. The one, the only reigning champ of the underworld is me. Darn, there really is an evil king here. Stan, anything wrong? No, infuriating hero woman. Oh, I see. You're moved because someone finally noticed that you're an evil king. Fullest favorite of your voices. Fair enough. I definitely put a lot of emphasis into it. Speaking about the dude earlier, the one who joins the party then gets carried away in the river. Yeah, this guy. Shut up, you pleated face! I'm merely excited at the prospect of defeating this oaf and coming even closer to world conquest. Now just smash this bloated imbecile. Ready, slaves? Hey, wait a minute. Well, what's wrong now, you lummox? Lost your fire? I was just kind enough to take you up on your offer. Has the grim reality of facing the awesome fury of the mighty Stan brought fear to your stout heart? Don't be so hasty to get into the ring. This venue's boring. My goal is to find and challenge strong contenders, but not here. Let's mix it up someplace more manly. So beat feet to the prize fight arena for evil kings. Big tree hole in Tenel Forest. Catch me if you can. Ah, poor Ari. His bum's all wet from the snow now. God, poor guy. Another freak. He's probably already through the tunnel. Where did he say he was going? Big tree hole in the forest, he said. Seems that evil kings prefer being underground or in labyrinths like the chairman. Damnation! That's a game Arg wants me to play. Do all these fake evil kings have that insufferable attitude? Pursue him, slave. Quick! ASAP! Now! His name is Stan? Well, fully it's Stanley Hi-Hat Trinidad the 14th, but yes, Stan for short. Let's take a quick look in here. Because, hey, guess what? I can't think of a single other place where you can get an upskirt shot of Kiesling than by sneaking around over here. God, even here, I can't tell if those are pants or just obnoxiously long socks. Anyway, it's funny dialogue here. 3, 2, 1, bungee jump! I can't jump. To my knowledge, that's the only time Kiesling uses that expression. Like, what are you doing, Kiesling, you weirdo? The fuck? That name's... The fuck's that a name? Or what? The fuck? That's a name, alright. Stanley Hi-Hat Trinidad the 14th? Yeah, that's quite a name. But it's a mouthful, so it's Stan. Yeah, Stanley Hi-Hat Trinidad the 14th. Suggesting there were 13 others. Even though they make it clear that he is a reincarnation of an evil king named Goma. So I don't know where all these Stanley Hi-Hat Trinidads are coming from. Although in this day and age, it's probably Stanley Hi-Hat Trinidad and Tobago, the 14th. Geography references! In addition to being a variety streamer, I'm a variety jokester as well. I hate how Ari just, like, sometimes doesn't move. Like, I'm deliberately manipulating the camera so I don't get into fights, and he just, like, casually strolls along. Like, please, Ari, this is how the ghosts catch us. Feast on our bones. Oh, for God! I warned you! I warned you, Ari, but did you listen? No! Guess what? What's up? And if I have to guess, you're about to donate 30,000 bits to twitch.tv/tokenland. That's my guess. God. Shout out to 2005 when that joke was hot and fresh. Takes me back. Shit, I'm broke. Hey, we all are. Don't worry. Channel will always be free. All my content's free. You're under no obligation to give me anything. Yeah, I know I'm reaching the 3-hour mark. But I can only save at, like, hotels and diaries. You know this. In this game, anyway. So I gotta head back to town to save the game. Since, I mean, last time I didn't save the game and my power went out, so I had to redo a boss fight. Oops. In my defense, though, I didn't know I'd be playing this game so soon. The game I was going to play today fucked up, so I had to fall back onto the emergency secret stealth playthrough of this game. I love that for my 2022 playthrough of Okage, you need to go looking through other playlists of my games and finding where I've played this game. It's the most annoying way to play this game. But I've played it so many times, it's like, if you really wanted to see me play this game, there's 5 other playthroughs on YouTube you could watch. It doesn't need to be, you know, correct. What about that OnlyFans account? That's only for my feet. You get feet pics from that. And even then, I'm still wearing shoes. You have to like, pay extra for the private messages I send you for me taking my shoes off. I normally, whenever I talk about my feet, lift my leg up and show it off, but I'm actually not wearing socks today, so it would be my bare feet. And I'd like to stay off of WikiFeed as long as possible. Don't get me wrong, once I'm on WikiFeed, I'll know I'll have made it officially on the internet. Whoa, don't overwrite that one. Once I'm on WikiFeed, I'll know I've made it as an internet person, you know, officially. But until then, I'd like to stay off as long as I can. Let's not rush it, after all. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. When we come back tomorrow, the game I'm supposed to be playing, according to Nathan, all my content's free. Well, I mean, not my feet content, obviously. Can't give that away for free. The game I'm supposed to be playing, Metal Arms Glitch in the System, if I can't play that, Nathan will have chosen another game for me to play, so... we don't know what we're playing tomorrow. It could be anything. So yeah. Come over tomorrow and be as surprised as I am. Love you all. Be good people. Hopefully see you all tomorrow. Have a good day.